Welcome, welcome, friends. OG Murphy here with you. We're getting ready to run some Pathfinder 2nd Edition homebrew setting. We've homebrewed the rules quite a bit as well. For example, I really enjoy the advantage mechanic out of like D&D 5e, which we've just kind of like moved into this game, things like that. If that's going to bug you, there's stuff like that in here. Heads up. Speaking of things that bug people, adult themes, language and gambling and sex and drugs and general crudeness. These are just a bunch of dudes having fun. I stream these games, but this started as just like a home game, right? This is actually the first game that I ever DM'd, and we are here. I started during the pandemic. Wow, so we're here 5 years later. Maybe I started the year after the pandemic. 4 or 5 years later, still playing it. Our characters are level 11, I believe. We've switched over from 1st edition to 2nd edition and seen all kinds of wild things. We are going to get started here with something we call Thoughts and Feelings, which is basically how our players' characters are thinking and or feeling about where they're at right now. I'm sure they're talking about something highly inappropriate. Let's go find out what it is, shall we? And I'm live.
Angles.
Angles, geometry.
Ankles.
Ankles. Excuse me. I don't have a fun one for ankles. Roll them, because that's what you do with ankles. I don't know. Anyway,
I don't agree with personal information being.
Then let's share some information about people who are not real. Let's get it real to us.
You're not real.
Well,
It's
depending on who you
about
ask,
because they're not real.
the quantum nature of the universe and all that. We don't have time. We don't have time to get into it all.
Now I'm interested.
Set up right quick.
I know
I found my special interest in the
ready
past
to
2 months.
Sidebar: are we actually interested in the quantum nature of the universe recently, Aaron?
Yes, I
Oh.
read like 3 books.
Okay,
Shit.
that's actually really interesting. I
Double
will.
slit experiment.
I'm gonna put a pin in that. And in about
Schedule a chat.
in about a month after I've read a book, we'll have a talk.
Right, I'm gonna pay no mind. I'm gonna message you one right now.
Perfect. Then without further ado, guys, let's get into this game. We've been off for a couple of weeks. Usually we do a pretty light recap. I'm going to, as quickly and efficiently as possible, but really like make sure that us players are at the place that our characters would be at as far as like knowledge and understanding and direction, all this kind of stuff. Your overarching quest that you guys are on are like to collect these pieces of armor and weaponry which will destroy this dragon threat essentially, right? And you guys have met with a couple of gods. One of those has kind of like offered you a boon in exchange for you guys like proving that you are worthy of something like that. The means to which you are doing that is like traveling to the quite literal edge of the world, possibly edge of the plane. Like, it's hard to say as you guys find yourself in this like planar crossroads space. You defeated this thunderous giant that was here, who was himself a god, demigod, giant, spirit being, extraplanar, whatever, who knows. But his kind of like last words as he collapses were because he talks about nobody can enter the vault, and decried a Tesk specifically in his like College of the Arcane Arts attire as a half elf. Like, you are the ancient enemy, elves, dragons, college, a fight ensued, and with his kind of like dying breath, he's like, don't let it out, right? And what it is was not clear, but I'm sorry,
You're missing one thing.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, he said, "Don't release the Epstein files."
He must be Republican.
Well, then I'm glad that you guys gave him what he deserves.
Yeah, don't check the flight logs. That was his last.
Oh my God! Release the Epstein files. Without further ado,
Clip it.
your characters are like standing on this threshold, right? Like with the not ethereal, but with this like, very like focused energy form of this like being who's just felled next to you. All around you are like windows into other planes of existence. There were other kind of like obelisks, other structures in this place at one time. None of them stand any longer except the one that stands before you. And that form stands before you, previously guarded by this guardian, now felled, with these kind of glyphs on it. So the question then becomes, we're halfway through the day. I know the reflex a lot of times is like, oh, let's take a break, let's rest. And I mean, you guys could, hang out for 6 hours, 8 hours on the doorstep of this thing, and until you qualify for a rest again. That's up to you. But how do your players, or how do your characters rather, feel about where they're at? Like what is it that you guys are thinking you want to do? And I'm actually going to go bottom up this time, and we'll start with Cabal. How's Cabal feeling about where you guys are at?
Oh, you dead named me.
Damn it, you're in. So you need to change your Discord name, my guy. Galfast. How is Galfast feeling?
Galfast is good. I feel like, we just killed the storm giant. We're in front of this riddle. Galfast always likes to weigh in on a riddle, but he's definitely not the brains of the operation. So he'd probably walk up to a comfy spot and like plop down, and Banjo would be plopped there, and honestly, he'd try to rustle up some food. So he'd be looking around to see if he sees like a rodent scurrying around and take a shot, and try to get a stew going.
Cool. I love that. Just give me a survival roll in the background as we kind of like move through our thoughts and feelings here. So he's pretty. It sounds like he's pretty relaxed. He's relaxed enough to start cooking. He's got an appetite. Who's next, my guy?
Oh, do I pick Kythar?
Kythar.
Thoughts, feeling?
Lots of feelings. Yeah. You can describe what your character's doing if you want. You know what I mean? It's loose. Just
Where we find you
on Kythar. Yeah.
Kythar is just going ahead and just making sure all his rations are in check. He's a hungry boy. There has been no time at all in this adventure to sit down and go through his pack.
That's true.
Which you wouldn't think he would actually maintain, but he's very diligent adventurer when it comes to that. So he's just going through his pack and making sure all of his beverages are in order. And he's fucking pissed that now he has no more potions for healing, and he's fucked in the next fight.
So he's got a lot of empty jars, a lot of empty vials in that pack right now, as he puts everything duly back where it belongs. A lot of empty loops in there now.
Yeah, he has 2 sections: good for body, potions; good for soul, alcohol. The good for body ones are done. The good for soul is the only thing that's left at this point.
But they're not frozen anymore. You guys are out of that like super freezing tundra, so there's actually liquid in those vials for the first time in days instead of just ice.
Yeah. Well, Kythar used to have to shove it between his thighs to warm him up.
Yeah.
Unfreeze him. So
I believe that.
Old trick his dad taught him back in the day before they got killed.
What else?
Wait, your dad taught you that?
Yeah, when I was like 4 years old.
He said, "Here, son, let me see your thigh."
Oh my god. All right. We're off the rails. We're off the rails. I'm pulling the plug. Who's next?
Let's go with Rowan.
Rowan.
So Rowan would go in between, kind of looking at the glyphs, and then sitting down and talking to his new like moss algae friends that he has in his beard, and just telling them about his just talking about his forest, and things from his place, things that telling him stuff that he thinks they'll probably see one day, and just sharing with him a lot of different stuff, probably talking about the stuff we've been through, telling him about the jungle that popped up out of nowhere.
Now remind us,
and
Chris.
it's kind of going back.
Is this in like common? Like, what does it look like to your party as you have a full on conversation with like the essentially like lichen moss you've collected? Like, what does that look like from the outside? You know?
Oh, it looks like he's talking to himself.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Cool.
Like he's talking in common. Um, there might be at times there might be something he says that people can't, the group can't really pick up on, like what, like almost like he might make like a sound like wind blowing, or like just something like from nature almost. Um, Maybe in between words, or he'll pause, he'll do something.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly it'd be like common and like he's talking to himself.
Does the lichen have any good advice?
Actually, that does bring us to. I was actually trying to figure out. I didn't want to cut anybody off, but that does bring us to something else that Chris has now reminded me of. That at your last session, I mean, advice maybe isn't the right word, but Rowan did ask it like, "Hey, like, what's up? Have you seen anybody come and go? Like, can you tell me anything interesting?" And the Lycan's answer was basically along the lines of like, "No one has ever come and gone the entire time we've been growing here." Um, and the door does weird stuff when it storms sometimes, and that's like basically what the information boiled down to. But I don't know if it's advice, but you did get some version of information from the Lycan, as like spoken through Rowan, right? That you absolutely would not have gotten if he
Yeah.
wasn't just such a friendly little guy. Anything else
Yeah.
for us, my guy?
Um, no, I think that, yeah, he would just be going back and forth from, kind of maybe looking at a glyph, and then while he's looking at the glyph, talking to the lichen. But yeah, um, that'd be pretty much it.
Who
Yeah,
is next, my friend?
let's do Reed.
Reed, give me just half a second. I just want to point out at
Yep.
this like halfway point, that you guys are at the edge of the world, having felled something that very well could be at the least extraplanar and at the most like some version of God. And so far, the three of you are like essentially organizing your stuff, cooking some food, and having casual chit chat with a new friend. Like, you guys are so jaded as a party that this just does not phase you at all. And like, despite how like momentous this is, everybody's just like, yeah, all right, business as usual.
We've already awoken two gods, so finally getting to a point where we destroy one is like, it was just the next step. It was the next level of progression for us.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Which brings us to Reed. How you thinking? How you feeling? Where are we finding you?
Reed is, a little excited. Like, we're starting to get some answers. We're starting to get somewhere. We don't really know what's on the other side of this door. Um, and unlike, the movie National Treasure, our clues are finite effectively. Like, and we're getting there. Um, Not really sure if Reed is looking forward to what's on the other side of this, given that it's another plane, like or potentially another plane. We have absolutely no idea what could be on the other side. We might have some inclinations, but worried about what's on the other side here. And then he's looking at these glyphs here and remembering that there are the four gods, or goddesses, whatever you want to call it. And he's wondering, how the glyphs are related to that. So he's looking at, basically everything that Halgrim blessed, the book, the where he marked the shield, or trying to remember anything that Halgrim told him. Um, Looking, at the map for clues. More specifically, like looking where the gods are on the map right now.
Cool.
So just a lot of general investigating.
Yeah, no, I do like that. I do like that. Sounds good. I don't think I'm going to ask for any rolls, but I am going to remember what Reed is doing as we move through here. Who is next between Simone and Tusk?
Give me Simone.
Simone. I see your lips moving, man, but we don't hear you.
I totally muted myself.
There you go.
Simone feels energized, but also kind of defeated.
Okay.
This, we're making progress, but it feels like we hit another roadblock, and he feels like energized to try to complete this this puzzle. He likes a good you know, something that can trip him up for a second and hopefully like get him thinking. Get the wheels turning a little bit.
Yeah.
And he thinks the key to this is somewhere on that giant's body.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely investigating that giant.
Okay, cool. I do love that. Give me a will save from Simone. I think is what I'm going to ask for that, and I'm going to hold it just like I'm holding Galfast Survival. Um,
So I should roll it now.
roll it now, and I'll basically start off my narration in real time with it. With some results. Give you guys some stuff to act on to start off your session here. Oh, goodness gracious, cool, love that. That'll be fun. And then you can pick whoever you want to finish us off, as long as you pick Tyler.
I pick little guy.
Tyler, how's the test feeling?
I thought that was the little guy, not me.
Yeah, little guy
He's
has nothing to say.
he's all right. I don't think a task thought that he was gonna make it through. It's probably one of the more difficult things we have ever fought. Task got a good hit, I think, by chain lightning, something like that at some point. So he thought it was going to be, curtains. Turns out we can kill gods too, or something kind of like a god. So he's a little kind of stunned, a little traumatized have
Yeah.
taking a minute to collect himself.
Cool. I'm glad that somebody in the party is like affected by the journey you guys have been on to get to this point. Just know that you're making me happy with that. Great. Then we're gonna roll back into the order that they were rolled. So Galfast is, stirring this like stew, stirring this pot, but keeping his eyes on like the horizon, right, and like looking for like wildlife or like essentially things that can be like cooked and eaten. And I will say, I think on this roll that he finds stuff that are definitely what Galfast would probably describe as a critter, but they are like strange beyond belief, right? Like with like some that are like rat-sized beings that are red-eyed and fanged, that are half matted fur and half scale. Something else that looks like maybe a cross between like a dragonfly and a hummingbird, but the whole thing like emits this kind of like bright light. And there are a few, like I said, I think Galfast would describe these as like critters, but like whether or not they're edible, I don't think he has any idea of. But I think that there are a couple of opportunities for him to take a shot, if that's something that he wants to do.
Yeah, I'll take a shot. I'd like to have something to eat.
Yeah,
So the biggest one.
One
of those critters.
Yeah, the biggest one of these critters. Let me see here. I gotta do a little bit of math here. A little bit of reasoning. Yeah, I think the largest one is the. Like I said, there's something that's maybe the size of a rat. There you end up seeing a critter that the closest real life size is like maybe roughly like Banjo's size, right? And you shoot at it especially because it like looks like beefy and it like has a bunch of like mass to it. So go ahead and roll your shot there. While your arrow is flying through the air, it flies over Simone, who is like knelt at the base of, I maybe not knelt at because this thing is huge, is maybe climbing on top of, right? Like clambering through the belongings of this creature. It's hard to say. Like the picture that was there, I think he was wearing like a loincloth, but he's definitely like more like elemental style, right? Like where he just kind of like is the stuff he's made from, rather than like a giant is clothes wearing, you know. But as he is kind of like thumbing through some of these belongings, um, golly, on a nat 20, okay. Uh, the the first thing that's most obvious is that like as he's like climbing over and around him, there is still energy like stored in this guy, right? Like he's 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 a corpse on the ground, right? Like there's energy here, but he's like fading away, right? Like he's you know, you've seen things like phase in and phase out. Like pieces of him are definitely like doing that, and I think that based on where you're at and Simone's magical knowledge and your excellent roll, I think that he's able to deduce that that is because like everything else, like everything else here, like he's not from this place, right? Like he's like your Eidolon goes back to a home realm, you know, like he's going somewhere else, but like he's such an immense concentration of energy that, you know, like he's probably going to be here all night, right? You know what I mean? Like we're talking like, you know, bits of fingertip and wrist and, you know, just like pinches of material are kind of like floating off and becoming ethereal. But there is a thrumming, like there's magical, and there's a crackling of like electricity like between the fingers still. You hear like a thrumming coming from, I would say, the chest, but it's not as much beating heart as much as it is like roiling energy. But it sounds like a really deep heartbeat, you know, to Simone. I think he just like knows better than that. You know what I mean? But there, you know, much to his dismay, like is no key. There are no belongings on this creature. Gosh, but on that. No, yeah, go ahead.
So Kathar was gonna walk up, seeing Simone starting to climb this thing. Kaithar is intrigued, as much as he can. Kaithar comes up at the base of the body, seeing him climb up there. Is like, can Kaithar help? Can Kaithar smash anything? Kaithar opens up.
You can come up, buddy, but you got to make sure you don't break anything. Like, we may need to smash something, but you got to be like careful.
Okay, tell me what to smash, and I'll start.
And I'm gonna put my hand out and like try to lift him up, and it's gonna be like when you grab my hand, you basically start pulling me down. I'm gonna look up.
It's okay. It's okay. And I start just. Does he have clothing, or is this guy like?
He's got like, yeah. I mean, he's got like a modesty cover is what I'd call it. You know what I mean? But like I said, he's more elemental than he is like giant. So he's not like wearing clothes. No, like he doesn't have a shirt on. He doesn't have shoes on. Like you could see the lichen was growing like between his toes.
A small piece of fat to climb.
No, but his body is like decomposing. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like fading away, which means there are these like odd ridges and places where like pieces of him have already kind of phased back to their home plane, and he's got a very like rough texture to him, very climbable.
Okay, so I'm just kind of saying that, like, if you were to step in snow, how that compacts because it's being pressed down, and then, like, because it's made of something, but it disappears.
Yeah, that's probably a really good. I'd say that's an excellent description because, you know, Simone, the half elf who weighs all of 20 pounds, is not having this like compressing effect, right? But as you climb up,
21.5.
You know, but as Kaithar's climbing up, yeah, you can, you know, it reminds you of snow. It reminds Kaithar of snow, but I think on that excellent will save, Simone, it reminds you of like like clouds, right? Like clouds condensing into like a denser form into snow itself, right? Like Kythar's like, oh, it's like snow, and you're like, yeah, but it's like the thing that comes before snow, and like that's interesting
Water.
too. Galfast,
Turned into like
your
water.
your shot flew over the head of these two and struck this beast, and a like piercing, almost like pig like squeal kind of like lets loose from this thing, and it like rears back as if it is getting ready to run. But I know that you get multiple shots in a round, Galfast. So go ahead and take a second shot for me, and roll your damage on both of them if you would. Well, actually, you don't get to roll damage on that second one, but you can roll damage on that first one. Yeah. Awesome.
Ooh, that's a great roll.
Fires it. There is some magical energy on this, right? And I will say this: as the arrow flies over the corpse of the giant that you guys are on, like Galfast's bow has this like electrical element that it infuses in it, but you watch some of that energy that's like arcing between the giant's fingers like arc onto the arrow itself as well, and it like intensifies, and when it hits this thing, you watch a bunch of that energy like diffuse. And I know Galfast has got a pretty good ego, Aaron, so you can tell me if like Galfast thinks he just did amazing this time. But to everybody else, it would like look like this arrow like picked up some extra juice off the giant as it passed over, and then like blows up on this thing. There is the almost like smell of bacon that fills the air as there's a second one of these like another one of these like loud squeals. The arrow hits the electricity like discharges off of it, and the whole thing like still has the momentum from when it was moving, and it just kind of like ragdolls. It just kind of slumps over and like skids to a stop and is like literally like smoking.
Perfect. I feel like Galfast already has a pan hot and ready to go. He knew he was going to land the shot, so he's going to prepare it. And
The pig rolls onto the pan, it's already sizzling.
yeah, I know. An apple in its mouth already.
Oh man. As you approach this, Aaron, I want you to roll one of your underworld knowledge checks. Joe, remind me what you were doing, my guy. You were doing some like contemplating or some shit, right?
Yeah, I'm really curious because there's 4 runes. I know that we have the 4 gods in Halgrim's family. I guess I think is appropriate.
Family's how it's been described here, yeah.
And I'm just wondering what the connection is between the glyphs and the family, or if there is anything that Halgrim noted in any of the things that he blessed, or maybe even the orientation of where the glyphs are compared to where the actual gods are on the map that he blessed.
So the gods aren't on the map anymore. Like when you came to this place and you checked the map again, it has been replaced by just like the kind of like drawing of the pinnacle of the obelisk and like a huge door. And like those are the 2 pieces of iconography that are like on the map. And it's been the whole topography has been changing as you've been looking at it, as you guys have been moving through stuff.
Right.
So there aren't here. But what I will take is, because you're asking about like orientation and stuff, what I will take from you is a will save for like remembering kind of like what's been on this journal through your travels. You know what I mean? Like trying to remember those godheads and how they might, like intertwine or affect in some way.
Oh, cool! I have divine will.
When you roll success, you roll a critical success instead. That's awesome. I do love that. Yeah, I think that it does. I think that's usually to like protect you from something bad, but I think it still actually kind of equally applies here, if we're being totally honest. So, you're probably standing by Rowan, right? Like, who's having this kind of like full-fledged conversation with his Lycan, and you're just kind of like really like staring pretty intently at this,
Mhm.
at this door, and you're like looking down at your journal, which doesn't have the guy, and you're like flipping through it, and there's like other stuff and other notes in here, and there's that like big drawing that's in here, and none of that elements has changed. But as you're like flipping through it, you I don't know if you, the player, remembers, but at one point, when you initially opened the map, the godheads were like spread
Mhm.
along the horizon pretty well, and then at one point you checked it, and they had all like collected basically at the point that you guys descended into the cavern here,
Mhm.
and I think that on this will save, that you're like looking at the store and you're like thinking about that, and you're remembering those godheads. They were in the same like orientation on your journal as they are here, and that was. Oh god, I gotta go pull up my notes for. I gotta pull up my notes for names so that I don't fuck this up. But they,
Halgrim, Velthara, Eric, and Ilvana.
yes, and I think that's, yeah. I think that's even if you go clockwise from the top. I think that's the orientation that they were in.
Okay, I can just add that to my list. So Halgrim is north. Velthara is the wife, so that would be west. Is that what you're saying? Clockwise?
Uh, I don't know, man. Is that what clockwise means?
I just want to make sure that that is appropriate for what you have. So, Halgrim north, Velthara west, Eric south, Ilvana east. Okay.
Great. I see Aaron's post there, which means that Galfast. I have a little note for him when he gets to his prey, his quarry, but he is not yet
I
there.
can do that now.
You're here. You're here. Great.
Sorry.
Galfast, I asked you to do an underworld roll, and you walk up to this thing and look at it, and it's kind of like fried and seared, burned, if you will, past what would be like normal recognition. But like when you know that you're forgetting something, you know what I mean, that like little place in the back of your head that your subconscious sticks stuff in, right? Like you're like looking at this thing, and like that part of your brain is itchy while you're looking at it, you know what I mean? And I don't think that Galfast knows necessarily why. I don't think that he can necessarily like at a glance identify like exactly what creature this is, but it's unlike anything he's ever killed before, and that makes his brain itchy, and I don't think that he's sure why.
Damn,
Like,
I
like a
still-
bad feeling, or is it just like a I wonder what this is?
I mean, I think that depends a little bit on, Galfast is pretty like, at least outwardly presenting, very, very like careless and very like frivolous and very like, like nothing really matters to me. And, like, I don't care what this thing is. If it's got meat, I'll eat it. Right. Like, is that the headspace he's in? Or do you think that he would be, do you think he'd be concerned? Right. Like, I think that's a question for you to answer.
But the feeling that I got was just I can't place what the creature is. I'm trying to understand the feeling that I got from my underworld.
It's akin to forgetting something or not being able to place somebody's name, like a sense of familiarity without being able to place specifics. You know what I mean?
Perfect. I'm throwing it on the barbecue.
Love that. My boys who are climbing, you guys are on top of this deal. There's this like rumble, this royal, which is coming from like the core of this being. Lightning still arcs between it, where those pieces kind of like are coming off of it and dissolving away, resembles like a mist, perhaps, right? So you guys are up on this thing. Uh, Reed is just like, tongue out, brow furrowed, looking at his journal, looking at the door. Rowan is like kicked back, having a chat with his like beard and staff. I forgot, where'd the lichen actually end up, bud?
Said Rowan, right?
Yeah.
Next to the lichen.
It was
Okay.
it was in my beard and staff. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
On my,
I thought I
in
had
my
that
beard
right.
on my staff.
I thought I had that right. But when it
Yeah.
comes to character specific stuff, I try really hard not to like mess that up and narrate outside of like your own expectations of your own characters.
Uh, uh, s- with Kythar being so small when he loves his family, but he learned a little bit of religion from like it being a cloud whisperer and like how strong this be. Would this be like what he was told as like his deity, like the Storm Father, in a sense, is like this giant, just massive energy, but also just it just missed, like it had electric ability, but now it just slowly just decomposes into like this
Yeah,
spineless.
I mean the title Stormfather is one that that I think Kythar's only ever known in context of, maybe he didn't even know his name, but like the god that the people of Frostholm worship, right? Like Halgrim's title is Stormfather, and that's like the thing that people call him. So he's definitely not that, but like one of those, something similar. Yeah, I think it is reasonable for Kythar to have like heard stories about something like this, but it's kind of like stories about dragons, right? Like every story you hear about a dragon is at least 3 or 4 times removed, right? Like these stories would definitely have that kind of like grandiose details falling off and other details being added, very like kind of like folk tale nature to them. But yeah, thank you, baby. I do think it is reasonable for Kythar to like have a vision in his head or have like a name for one of these. He might call them maybe not like Storm Father, but he might call them like a Storm Child. Might be the kind of thing that he thinks of them as. But yeah, absolutely.
Ooh! I got a good one for you, David.
Yeah.
Stormguard. God damn it, Stormguard.
Stormguard.
Yeah, Stormguard. It's a guardian of like the entrance.
Fuck yeah, man! It's your clan. They called it whatever the fuck you wanted them to call it. You know what I mean? I come up with names of stuff because you guys have left so much space, right? If you guys get real specific
Okay.
with stuff, then that's what it is.
All right, canon. Stormguard.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah. So with
So,
this
so-
deity. Oh god.
Yeah, I was saying someone's gonna be like, "Hey, fool, be careful! This thing, I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's like starting to disappear and shit."
Yeah, definitely gotta be careful. But do you hear the thumping though? I hear it too.
Yeah, I do. It can't be its heart, fool. Like, we killed it.
But it had energy for somewhere.
It's
Wish we had a name for it.
yeah.
This. Do you fools know not what this is?
It's
This is Stormguard. He's one of
Stormguard?
He's one of the protectors.
Stormguard.
Could have said Stormguard. Wait, he's
Like a pumpkin?
Like a pumpkin?
And off the rails. It took
I love it.
2
I love it.
minutes. It took. No,
I'm sitting here having dinner. You guys are dicking around. Everybody's having a good time. I love it.
this is Stormguard, but Kythar is gonna walk like slowly, like carefully walk up to the close to his chest without stepping on it. Kythar's just entranced by that drumming.
Which I don't know if Kythar. I think you've said that Kythar, even under normal conditions, wears boots. But I feel like he's probably the kind of guy who spent a lot of time, especially in his childhood, maybe barefoot. And he can feel that like thumping, that like roiling, that like rumble that comes from like deep at the core of this being, like in his heels, in the balls of his feet, in his toes. in his ankles. Huh? We're back to ankles. And I think that he can like really feel this. And you know, when you know what, fuck it. Roll me an Arcana check, Kythar.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 0.
Is
I
that
know it.
skill?
I know that.
Flat roll.
I know that. Yeah, go.
Flat fucking roll. All right.
Go roll.
All right. Oh, let's go.
Hey, Shimon, roll me a reflex save.
Oh shit.
I am very reflexive.
Agile.
Cool. I got food in my mouth.
Choo.
All right.
Choo swallow.
Kythar, you, by self-expression, are entranced by this something, by this energy, and you have gotten as close as you can to it. Right? You say without collapsing the chest, everything collapses a little, but it's not like you're like gonna fall. It doesn't feel like you're gonna like fall through here. But as you stand on, what would be like the core of this, the between the navel and nipples of this being,
On the pectoral.
on the pectoral. Thank you. I'm not a exercise or body guy, so I appreciate that. Then you like feel this going up through your ankles and toes, and are so entranced that even if you could stop it, you don't. I don't think try to. As that vibration works its way up through your knees, into your groin and hips, up into your own abdomen, and just like, and there's a pulse which comes off you and flies out, setting Simone like in action. As it's one of those things where like right before a bomb goes off, right? There's the flash, and then there's the initial burst, and the sound follows, right? I think that Simone catches the flash, and sees something happening in Kythar, and is able to like get out of the way before both. I mean, there is to everyone's ears, crack of thunder, which comes out of and emanates from Kythar, who has never in his life cast a spell before. And Simone, like this is a thunder wave, like no doubt about it. Somehow Kythar just cast thunder wave.
Oh fuck.
You go and add that to my fucking list. Let's go.
Yeah.
Question.
So I'm gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna look and be like, "What the fuck, fool?"
Kythar just still amazing. Kythar no smash. Kythar just step.
Kythar, and you're just me, mop. You were at the center of that thunder.
Huh?
We know that the like door does weird things in a storm.
Mhm.
When I hear the thunder wave go off, I'm gonna reflexively like look at the door to see if it does anything in that like instantaneous moment.
You flip a glance back over to the door, and can see the eastern glyph, like those lines that go out that are in that like downward pointing arrow. You see them. You see those lines like rippling like a stone dropped in water, and it like slowly like comes to a halt over the next 3 to 5 seconds kind of thing, and is like still as stone once more in the like wake of
Interesting.
this.
Can I try something?
Fuck yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna put the helmet on and I'm gonna shoot like a ice blast. I mean, is it ice or frost? For that.
I think they're just different terms for the same thing. So,
At the western glyph.
You put this helmet on, which, as a reminder, is very painful to like wear in the crossroads, right? Like in this place, to have it on for any point of time at all. However, you put it on, and like the only thing filling your vision is this door, and you have like there's still an instant migraine, right? And you are 10,000 leagues under the sea, right? Like immense headache, but it is not like involuntarily yank off your head and throw. But this, I want to like express to you how
Yep.
like difficult this still is, right? But you throw it on, you throw a blast, and I would say like it's not even a blast. It's not even like the full fire breath. Like, if we were rolling dice, you'd only roll a couple d6, right? Like this was way underpowered because you can only do this for a moment, kind of thing, right? But you do, you shoot it, same deal. And as the ice like hits the glyph, it turns the like two X's like a deeper more crystalline blue, and like ice and frost like permeate out from it, in a similar fashion, right? Like on this kind of like this brief, this like meow, and then it's
It
gone,
like has a
right?
reaction.
But it does have a reaction, yes.
Cool. I wonder if I found a way to open the door, guys.
Huh?
Everybody's all
So-
focused on Kythar because he just cast Thunderwave for the first time, and
Yeah.
Reed is just like
Reed.
doing shit at the door.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay,
Reed.
Reed, shut up.
I might have a good idea this time.
No, Kythar knows how to read.
No.
Like books.
Kaitar, wait, hold on. Kaitar's gonna like slowly.
Anybody
I'm
remember?
starting to hear the yelling. Go ahead.
Nobody
go ahead.
remember when they said don't let it out? I don't think. Should we open the door?
Well, the chalice is on the other side of the door.
Russ, how bad could it be?
Yeah, I mean, we already killed this guy. Which we didn't need to do.
This is not my idea. I just want it to be known. This one was not my idea.
Tesk is washing himself of all resolving himself of all blame.
There's such a low chance that Alzarath is in there. I mean, we can almost rule it out at this point.
Yeah, I mean, surely we would know if this was the big bad guy. Right?
That
mean,
guy's
lots of
name's not
build-up to
Shirley.
While this is going on, could I put my ear to the door and see if I hear anything on the other side? Doctor's stethoscope style.
Ooh. While he does that, I'm gonna have little guy. I'm gonna let little guy sneak over there. Make some weird fucking noises in his ear. I'm gonna have little guy sneak over there.
Stealth check for little guy, perception check for Galfast.
I do not have little guy's character sheet.
Then just roll me a d20, my guy.
Ooh.
Galfast, you put your ear to this door, and you hear the ocean in the same way you put a shell to your ear, right? And that noise is immediately ruined by like the sound of like gurgling, which you recognize instantly as little guys, coming from like just out of arm's reach behind you on the right.
So I'm standing there listening, and as little guy gets closer, I'm going to start sliding my clan dagger out of my shoulder holster. And as he gets closer, the further I'm going to pull my blade out. But I'm fully paying attention to the door,
which I don't think little guy can see from where he's at, as he just kind of like creeps closer to you, and
Terribly.
just terribly, and definitely gets within like striking range before he sees your hand on the like now fully unsheathed dagger.
I'm still listening to the door, so it's up to him what he does.
Yeah, he stops gurgling immediately and just freezes.
All right, come back, dude. We tried.
I'll kill him.
Just
Fucking
move
It'd be a
back.
mercy. It'd be a mercy.
Oh man! Gives a wail, scampers back up your leg, Reed, and into your bag, and your leg is quite wet after little guy climbs up it.
Yeah, gross.
We need to
Piss
find
And I
something.
And I learned nothing from putting my ear to the door.
No, you return your ear to the door, and like I said, you can hear
So
it
think
sounds
the
to Galvez.
ocean.
Yeah, there you go.
the ocean is on the other side.
Ocean.
All right,
It's
well,
like
that was my
what
idea.
do they call that fool? They call it a coochie shell, I think.
Tell me more. Where does one find such a shell?
I think on the beach, fool, you go. What did my uncle say? You go trolling for coochie shells? I think that's what he said, fool.
And you can just find them on the beach.
You can just find them on the beach. It says it sounds like the
Oh,
ocean
shit.
when you put your fucking ear to it, fool.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. You're talking about a conch shell.
Oh, did I say it wrong? Sorry, sometimes my accent comes out wrong. Conch.
Yeah.
Conch. Okay. So
Yeah,
you know what it is then. So why
Conche.
did you put your ear up to it?
Well, I was seeing if I could hear anything on the other side. I mean, if there's somebody or something on the other side, I was hoping we could hear it before we open the door. Like investigate a little bit before we just charge in for one, Simone. I know you usually just charge in, but
With a
mean,
lot of stank on those words.
Only that Puto Cabal died so far. So yeah, it's been working.
the guy sounds like a pussy if he's
Hey,
dead.
no, Cabal is not the only one who's died so far. That's not correct.
Yeah, that's true.
And Monzo, I've heard about him.
Yeah.
And Cabal was a different campaign, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Get
I'm
your
about to
story
say,
straight.
This campaign has had 2 players lose characters, so you know.
That's true. Gothadoc, right? Goth hot dogs.
I'm about to say I keep the histories. No, I think Gothadoc was one of the one-shot characters.
Uh,
That does sound familiar.
Sigbert.
Sigbert, yeah, Sigbert died.
There you go.
Yeah,
made
but
a
now I'm trying to
terrible
place
mistake.
Gothadoc. He was the one with the spear that I made the mini for, right?
Yeah, I
Joe's,
think so.
Is that Joe's?
Was that my one shot?
Maybe that was Joe's. Yeah, maybe that was Joe's one shot. No, because Joe's one shot was Hi-ya!
Names.
Saltonstall.
It was Saltonstall.
Oh yeah.
So many
Yeah.
memorable characters, Chris. Props, major props. Anyway, I didn't mean to derail. It's my job to keep the histories, and when someone disrespects like that, says we've only lost one character, I cannot simply set myself aside.
First of all, this is just what Simone would say, okay?
That's fair.
Reed, what did you? I heard a noise over here. I came over here. What did you do?
When Kythar did magic, I'm gonna point to the thunder glyph. That one started acting a little funky. So I had an idea, and I shot frost at this glyph over here, and then it also reacted. I wonder if we hit all 4 with the correct elements, the door opens.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds too easy.
Hearing that, Kythar
That
is
does sound too
slowly
easy.
going to concentrate again so hard on thunder and that same rhythm that it hit that coursed through his body. So you
Reed
see
seeing him concentrate so hard gives him guidance and then steps away.
So you'll have to trot your ass over to where he's at, because he's still up on top of the.
No, he's not back. He hasn't come back yet. Then
I don't know. That's up to him.
I see Kythar kind of ready to trying
Looking like he's
to
gonna drop a
activate
load?
a spell. Yeah, and I'm like, wait.
What? Button clenches?
Yeah. I know, right?
The vein in the
That's
forehead
funny.
stops popping.
Yeah.
You were trying to think of what 2 + 2 meant.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
He's gonna be like, wait, fool. I think Reed's onto something. If you heard him,
What? No, I was thinking about 2 + 2.
oh yeah, that's 4, fool.
What's 4?
Oh shit.
Or this many, and I'm gonna look back at him.
They really need public schools in Delmina.
I was homeschooled, you asshole.
That tracks. That tracks.
Homeschooled at a home that
See,
doesn't
no,
exist anymore.
Aw.
Womp womp.
That's the amount of money you owe me, fool.
Oh, okay. Then he gives him 4 gold.
I see you do know how to count. So you do know how to count.
Well, he saw.
So Simone's gonna think to himself he either knows how to count, fool, or he just got extremely lucky with grabbing the exact
What if-
amount that I said.
What if Kythar turns to Reed halfway through? He's got like a couple coins in his hand. He's like, "Can I see 4 again?" You know what I mean? And, like,
I get told what my change is. Is this right?
Oh man, that's so funny.
Um,
Oh my god.
Before we test this, do we want to, sleep?
No.
I'm at 63 health.
I'm at 91 of 173.
Can't you
I'd
just
rather
How do
just get in
how do your characters feel? They don't know those numbers. How do your characters feel?
I'm dying here, and there's just like a big bleeding gash.
Okay, after
a
that
bleeding
thunder,
gash, huh?
after the thunder fart, Kythar is starting to.
Of course it was a fart. Of course it was. I'm disappointed with myself for not thinking of that. Oh man.
Ah, hero point.
You already got one. You already got the one for this session.
Ah, that's 2 though.
You know,
Make
it
it
doesn't
3.
work that way.
Ky-
Oh my god.
Kythar is visibly just shaking because of the blood loss. He's pale.
All right.
What?
Alright. So,
Kythar need rest. Only bench and clutch, not.
I'm
not shoulder,
worried
not
if we
arms.
sleep. I'm worried if we sleep, something else will come up on us. I would just want to get in there and get out if we're gonna go in there.
But Kythar's gonna like. What? The plant said we the only ones here ever.
That just doesn't look like anybody's been here in thousands of years.
Rowan, fool, can you see if you can help them?
Yeah,
Heal some of their wounds.
yeah. Let me. Whoops.
Kythar is walking up to near Reed. Make this easier. He stumbles down the cloud giant storm guard.
Love that. Yeah, no, that's great.
Like face plant. Like he thinks he has a solid footing. Face plants whatever ground.
I know what you stepped onto fades away as soon as you step onto it, and your foot just phases through, like missing the last step, and just boom. Yeah. Yep.
I'm pretty sure he pulled a hamstring too. Let's just add this to part of injuries. He pulled a hamstring. The guy's not
Limps
young,
over
he's not 20.
to Rowan.
You know what? He pulled his back too. He's got a herniated disc while he's at
Hey,
it.
no, we're not playing real life.
It's a fantasy game. It's a fantasy game.
No back injuries. There is no such thing as back injuries in fucking fantasy. Fuck off. If I'm doing anything in this fucking game, it's never
You're like,
having
my
back
ears,
injuries.
my elbows, a testicle. I'll lose them all, but not my back, motherfucker.
Too fucking real. I am playing here for fantasy, and that is it.
Oh man, that's fucking good.
Testicular torsion.
Bet.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
Twisted Daddy.
Daddy.
Kythar's just face planted on the ground with a twisted ankle, just muffled, twisted daddy, just into the ground.
Oh, fuck.
I can make it. I have the power to make it canon. Be careful what you say.
Don't give him any ideas.
Oh man. Oh, that's great. But it sounds like Kythar limps, maybe crawls his way over to Rowan by the end of it. Who knows?
He's definitely dragging a foot
Oh my god.
to Rowan.
And I'll cast the 30-foot emanation of heal.
Cool. So you can go ahead and roll for the heal, and I'm going to assume that everybody is within range of that. 30 feet is more than enough for everybody. And they're all very willing to be healed. I assume nobody's going to resist this healing energy.
Nope.
Oh no!
Give it to
Don't
me.
heal me.
Oh no! Don't heal me. Cool. Love that. Everybody can hit the heal on themselves. Oh no, you don't have actors. So just do some math. Fuck you. It's a be grateful you're not playing with a pencil and paper. Add 14 to your life. Oh, man.
All right. Thanks, fool. Actually feel a lot better.
Oh,
Understood.
you're welcome.
Massaging that hamstring is like, all right. God damn it.
Half
Oh,
dead.
Cramp. Went down to his calf.
Kythar, have you ever tried casting a healing spell?
No, but I can give it a try.
I hear they're really easy.
Kythar's gonna clench his ass. I'm gonna roll.
Wait!
Medicine. Can I roll medicine?
You.
Is medicine or I don't think I have a straight heal.
No, and I've been having people roll Arcana checks. Is what I've been having. Was what I've been having folks do. And golly, no,
Can
you know
I
what?
take my
I'm not going to ask for a roll here. I think that Kythar, you clench, you focus, and I mean you can tell us what happens, but it's not magic.
Ew.
Well, he clenched his cheeks, and you just hear the fucking high pitched squeal of a fart come out.
Escaping through a pinhole opening. Just
a pinhole.
Yeah.
High pitched. Enough to break a little bit of the ice around us.
Yeah.
Just like a little small place. Yeah, it's just
sounds like somebody's got a leaf blade and they're blowing on it.
Yeah. It lasts for 2.57 seconds.
Okay, well, I guess I feel a little better. What were you gonna say, Reed? I think we should move on from that.
I completely forgot, and I'm gonna look over, and I'm gonna be like, and then you're gonna see little guy rummaging around for a second, and then he's gonna go, ah! And he has the club of healing.
No! Kythar is terrified of that thing. You're gonna have to get me held down for that to heal me.
We can arrange that.
Pitch, David, if we're here long enough, can we just hit ourselves with the club of healing until we are up?
There's got to be a downside.
That's the whole point of rolling for it, right? Here's what we're gonna do. No, but to represent time, every time you make a roll represents 10 minutes of effort, and will be multiplied by 10.
Okay.
So you take 10 minutes hitting Kythar. You roll your D4 of damage. You roll a 4. Kythar takes 40 damage. Then you roll a D6 for health. It's a 5. Kythar heals 50 points. You know what I mean?
I see.
Plus minus 10 or plus 10.
It takes 10 times as long, and it is 10 times as potent.
Kythar is still terrified. Someone's gonna have to hold down Kythar.
Do you want to try it, Kythar?
Here, I got it, fool. I'll help you.
Okay.
I'll help you.
Oh, here.
Yeah, here. And I'm just gonna swing it at Kythar.
It's a D4 first for the damage.
Kythar just turns around and he's still dealing.
You
with
just roll
the
both of
fucking
them,
cramp.
D4, D6.
Yeah.
Kythar's
D4
just
and a D6?
holding his thigh and can't react in time, and we'll just see what happens.
Kythar takes 10 points of damage. as Simone grabs it, bam, 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 wells you over the head 10 times with it.
I don't think it worked. Try it again.
I think
I'm at 95. I'm at 95.
So I'm gonna in those 10. I'm gonna say that I did 10 hits on him, each doing 1 damage. And I'll be like, your mama didn't tell you, puto, not to fart in front of fucking company, puto.
I'm gonna say,
You know how
Simone,
many times I've had to clean your ass?
Simone, you're supposed to hit him with the other end. You're holding the healing part. You hit him with the handle.
I'm doing the damage side.
Flip around.
War and peace. It's
I know,
one
we're
I'm
outside.
only
I know,
doing
but
one.
he just rotates it in his hands like a bat. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't
Yeah.
flip it end to end. He just rotates it.
Yeah. And then
Kythar
like you
is
see me
dizzy, so you
sweating.
have
And
one more shot to hit Kythar. Just do
now
it. Just do it.
I'm gonna try with the peace side now.
There you go.
Hey.
Kythar heals for 30 points.
Okay, let's go. That's a lot better.
A
30
net
and
of
5
20
plus.
health.
And I'm gonna with the good side of the club, I'm gonna slightly tap his head.
That's all it took.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
my
you guys are
God.
jerks.
Oh. I love this item.
many
I think
times
this
have I
was
told
I
you?
think this was an Aaron special. I think he found these list of silly items like way back when I was like, "Hey, give me a list of stuff that you want to see in the
Yeah, yeah.
world." I think Aaron found this originally, so credit where it's due.
Yeah, there's some
Good
stupid
job,
ones
Aaron.
out there. Yes, thank you.
Oh man.
Hero point for remembering?
Yeah, I'll give Aaron. I'll give you your hero point for. I'll give Aaron a hero point for coming up with this idea in the first place. Joe,
It's
share
my
something
item,
personal.
damn it.
Share something personal about Reed. It's not that hard. Tell a story.
I
I know
haven't been.
while he's getting
Um,
so we
I
have
have-
that music that da 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 da. What's your story,
Yeah.
Reed?
Da, 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 and it hits Kythar on the head twice. Bop, bop.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Wait, who got a second shot off?
No, we're backpedaling. Reed
To
is
fast
telling a
forward.
story
Yeah.
as you're getting healed about something.
this is a in the meantime.
Yeah, I haven't been this puzzled about how to get through a door since our time in the labyrinth when we were trying to get through the trials. As I think we were like 10 years old. We had to do something like this, but we had to drag and move the tiles around. It was excruciating work. That's how I got these glutes.
That counts. Congratulations. Welcome. You could have ended at the maze at a kid and it would have counted. The small details, guys. Just share something tiny. Something about yourself. It can be grandiose. Doesn't have to be. Okay, cool. Are you guys going to continue trying to use this like club to heal people? Do we have more spell slots to burn? Because I'm also thinking about our break. So if we want to do some health
Yeah, I'm
rolls
looking
while we're doing that, I mean, maybe it might be good, but go ahead.
I'm looking at Rowan and be like, hey, why don't you use your healing kit, fool?
Oh, okay.
Then you
I
don't
didn't
have
think
then
about
you don't have
that.
to use your spells, right?
Ah, yeah. Well, that's true. I always forget about that. And I guess Rowan will go around and like patch up everybody.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes per.
I don't know.
So with like the rest of the evening, you have more than enough time to patch everybody up. Normally, we'd make some like rolls to see if if you hit the thresholds to heal for a certain amount of time. But because you can just try again every 10 minutes, like we'll just skip some time. We'll say after a couple hours of Club of Healing bonking and Rowan, making laps around the group, that everybody can at least return their hit points to full. Obviously it's not going to have an impact on spells.
Really?
But I think at that point it becomes a time thing, right? Like if you are not under any kind of pressure, I'm not going to sweat it. We're not going to make a bunch of rolls that are going to end up, in the same spot. But yeah, I mean, credit ends up going to basically Rowan and Reed for this. And if we're being honest, mostly to Rowan, because he actually has you walking away feeling better every time. Whereas sometimes Reed hits you with that club and it just feels like he's hitting you with that club.
You're literally getting hit with a club.
Yeah, but I think after a couple of hours, you guys are going to be. I feel comfortable having everybody going back to full hit points specifically, and yeah, and I think that unless somebody else has something really pressing for this moment, I might want to take our break just because my bladder's telling me it might be about that time, and then we'll come back in 5:10 and see if you guys can get through this door.
Time to smoke more weed.
If you want to get through the door, that's up to you.
10 minutes?
Yeah, let's do 10. All right, see you guys back. I am live. You've been warned. Okay, so welcome back here, you guys. Deleted by a moderator. I don't like that. Well, I guess it's good. Okay, cool. Welcome back here, guys. Rowan has spent some time patching everybody up, and Reed has spent some time, quite literally, pummeling folks over the head with a magical club of healing.
Just
You
beating
know,
us off. He's
and
just continuously beating us off.
and between the two of them, you guys are at least physically feeling, quite good. Back to your normal selves. There is, though some time has passed, you guys were like super fresh on this because you cozy cabined like when you first got into the Eye of the Storm, which we've now kind of switched to start referring to as the Crossroads, right? And so like that was a couple hours ago, right? Like so, and you had this fight, and you're here. So now with half a day ahead of you still in theory, you guys all feel well enough to to decide what you're going to do next, whether that is decipher the mystery of this door, whether that is post up. I will say over that couple of hours, I did forget that Galfast was cooking a little critter. As soon as he hit the grill, the he smelled quite a bit like sulfur. Is that going to impact anybody's? Is that going to offend anybody's sensibilities?
So it smelled like bacon when it got hit, and then as soon as I started cooking it, it switched over to a sulfur smell.
Looked like bacon. Never said smelled like bacon.
Oh. Could I do a taste?
Yeah, absolutely. As you as you do a little taste test, you carve a piece off, much smaller, cook it up before it goes into any kind of like major dish, and you put this in your mouth. This thing is it's weird because it's super juicy, but it is not tasty. Like it has the like consistency of like really like fatty fish almost, but it tastes like ash.
Kythar, it's for you. It's all yours.
Ooh, got that hungry.
You gonna wolf down the critter?
Yep.
Cool, man. Sounds good. Let me take a look here. I gotta look at some things. Give me a fort save, my guy.
He's a master of it.
There's a master. Oh, bounced right off that one. Yeah, Kythar. I think that in your day, Kythar, you've probably eaten a number of meals that were like cooked too long on the pit. Where that charring, smoky flavor is not just a hint of, but the primary flavor of and texture of food when it gets when those drippings catch the entire piece of meat on fire, and you just eat what's left over. This reminds you of that, right? Like, despite the fact that it's not despite the fact that it is like moist and like squishy and like not overcooked texture wise, it tastes like burnt fucking like the burntest burnt shit.
Kythar knows if you don't have a hard stomach, you're not gonna survive. Either shit it out, puke it out, or just let it go through the system.
Yeah, does Kythar have like a process when he's eating something new, or is there like a mental trick he does when he's got to push through something like this, or is he just a hard guy?
No, well, here's the thing. When it hits his stomach, he noticed 3 reactions out of his stomach. Okay? First reaction is nothing. All right, it's going to go down smooth. Second reaction is that he gets a tummy ache. All right, he's going to shit it out. And third reaction is trying to fucking crawl back up through his esophagus. He's gonna throw it back up.
Yeah.
So out of those three, that's what he's looking for.
Cool. Okay, sounds good. We definitely hit upset tummy, but does not crawl up back out the throat at all. You know, he's gonna have some weird poops later, but he'll be fine.
Oh no, he's tooting for sure. He's letting it out. He's tooting.
He's shitting sulfur
Yeah,
for the
he
rest of
just-
the day here. Yeah.
He just had in real world, he just had 12 Coronas with 3 shots of tequila, and he just hit Taco Bell at 2 in the morning, and is about to munch that shit down before he goes to bed.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. All right.
$20
This is so
worth
gross
of
that I
Taco Bell.
almost want to ask for a fort save for anybody who's just even looking at Kythar eating this thing. You know what I mean? Like, this is such a disgusting process. Just like the slurping and Kythar treating this thing like an ass-eating tournament. You know what I mean? And he's just in there and going for it, right? Like,
No, it's not like that, Joe. You gotta savor it. You gotta. No, too much tongue. You gotta
Oh man.
get that nose in there.
Absolutely disgusting. But food seems safe enough to eat. You know, Kythar gets through it just fine. But and then
Is there seconds?
how about say, and that ingestion clears right up. You know, fucking either Reed hits you with the club and heals that right up, or Rowan's got a little herb for you, a little mixture, a little poultice of some kind for your upset tummy. And a couple hours later, everybody is feeling just fine. We thinking we want to press forward here, or are we thinking we want to hang back and wait for a rest period, or something else entirely?
I'm gonna turn to the grave and be like, "Hey, fools, we gotta press forward. We don't have a lot of time here."
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see if we can get this door open.
So you said the thunder did one of the runes.
Thunder did one, the frost did the other. I'm assuming we need lightning and wind. And then we need to see what happens after that.
Galfest is gonna walk up to the wind one and go like Little Red Riding Hood. I'm gonna blow your house down, and blow.
Give me an Arcana check, Calfast.
And it's fire!
You guys watch Galfast blow on this door.
It's like SpongeBob trying to blow
A
his
bubble?
first bubble, you know. Yeah. First you do this.
Sorry, guys, or Galfast. I think we need somebody that can do magic.
I can do magic.
After eating, Anthony, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No, you please.
After eating and feeling like, okay, I'm gonna concentrate again. I'm gonna really try. I'm try for a thunder wave or thunder strike.
I don't know what I actually don't know what the spell is called in Pathfinder Second
The
Edition.
only one that I can find, the only thing I can find with thunder is thunder strike.
Then that's probably it in Second Edition.
Yep.
You guys
The
all
first
see
ring
Kythar
spell,
making
I'm
his
just
poop
telling you.
face like he's been doing, like his magic face. And you know he looks like he's about ready to give this a go.
Didn't it make sense if we had to do it all at the same time?
That
If we
makes
had
sense to me, fool.
Yeah. So Kythar, hold your poops, dude.
It's turtling. It's turtling.
Who can do the lightning?
Don't you have your shield, fool? Charge?
Oh, I don't think I used it for the frost or for the giant. It should be charged still. I'm gonna.
Don't-
Is my
don't-
shield?
Don't use it just yet.
No. Is my shield still like vibrating, pulsing?
I'm about to say, yeah, you kind of like clench the grip on the inside of the shield. And as your like fingers dig in, you feel that like electric charge in your fingertips.
It's ready.
It's like, so we just need, and I'm
I
gonna
can
look
do
at the
the frost
thing here.
and the lightning.
We have the frost, the lightning. We just need, and I'm gonna like put my hands over the bottom one.
I will say, Reed, I don't think that Reed would be very confident that he could pull off both the frost and lightning. It takes basically all of his like fortitude to keep the mask on when he was doing the frost. I don't think he can focus on
Let's
both.
see. Who can I give this to that's not doing any... That's not a part of this.
Doing anything?
That's not what I meant though. A task. Here, take this, and then you're going to... A test. Do you want the Do you want the helmet or do you want the shield?
Well, I don't really want to be involved in opening this door. But do you just need some frost? Is that what you need? Just a little ice?
Just a little ice.
I don't need either of those.
Okay, perfect. And then I have the North rune. Glyph, whatever you want to call it.
Kythar is grunting, squinting, clenching,
Ready to pop.
veins
Ready.
bursting,
Ready,
red in the
ready.
face.
Do you have the bottom one, Simone?
So I have nothing that can cast that shit. That's not my type of magic. And I'm gonna look over at Rowan. Like, Rowan, do you have anything that's like this? I'm assuming if we're looking at the, hold on, what was South Puto? And I'm gonna look at Reed.
Wind.
Oh, yeah, I can do wind.
And it's not farting, right?
Well, no.
Okay.
So let's go on Kythar's mark then. When we hear Kythar's
And he's sitting there.
thunder fart.
looking just
Yeah,
ready to
sounds good to
tear
me.
loose.
Kythar, when you're ready, do your thing. Explode.
Ew.
Kythar, for some reason, is gonna yell, "Expecto Patronum!"
Kythar, give me an Arcana check.
Do I use the hero point if this rolls?
That's a good question.
Nope.
You gonna keep it?
I'll keep it. I'll stay with it.
Kythar, you dig deep and go to release and let out a competition winning fart. Like you rip one that would be loud enough to silence any tavern in the realm. But that's all that it is. And I think that on this high of a roll, I think that you recognize something's missing. You don't have something right now that you had when you made your thunder fart.
Looking like I'm not feeling the beat. I'm not feeling the rhythm.
Yes, he's beginning to believe.
The beat
Not
came.
feeling the rhythm.
If I can remember Cole Running's fucking dialogue, I'd say it right now. Other than Sokka, you good man?
Yeah, man.
Anyways, Kythar is gonna slowly start charging back up the chest
Cool.
of the giant.
I do love that. As you guys all queue up again for for Kythar's fartitude, I'm not going to ask you for a roll, Kythar, as there is a successful thunderfart here, and as he does so, this right glyph, like those like ripples as I described earlier, like ripples in a pond through a pebble. Everybody else who is casting, Reed, you are discharging, so I don't need anything from you. My two other gentlemen who are just like casting spells at their glyphs, I am going to ask for Arcana checks from you gentlemen as well. Unless you're doing something else,
Okay.
Rowan. I didn't actually ask. You said you had wind covered, but I don't know how you do.
Well, I was going to be casting slashing gust.
Remind me, is slashing gust a cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Then I do not need an Arcana check from you either.
Okay.
A test
Oh, for cantrip?
is your a test doesn't know that. What spell was a test going to cast for his frost?
Yeah, this free. So I'm gonna
Okay,
cast.
you got it. Yeah, he is an efficient guy. I agree that he would just cast the easiest spell.
Why waste spell slot when no spell smells?
Right. Yeah.
Whatever.
Hear that. Hear
Yeah.
that. I just want to remind you. Atess doesn't know that. But I will not ask for an Arcana check here either. So with two cantrips, a discharge of electricity, and a thunderous fart, each of these glyphs does activate, and they all activate simultaneously. And as they do, the like energy and emanations from them both echo out to the rim of the door and come together at the center of it. And once it hits the center of the door, there is almost as if it were like a gong or the like head of a large bass drum, like a doof. And you watch a millennia of ice and rust and magical byproducts, almost like puff off, flake off, drop to the floor here as it cracks all up and down, and the like emanation starts to move through not only the door but like from behind it in veins going out and up the obelisk itself as well, to the point to where the obelisk is a like it looks like when they do the electric wood burning of wood, there's just like sparks and like streaks of these like branches of this like magical energy that almost like wrap around it. The sky above the obelisk almost like becomes a space onto itself, right? Where you have all these other skies of all these other dimensions, like this like space. It's almost like you counted 8 planes earlier. A ninth, opens here in the center around this obelisk, and the doors begin to slide open, and as they're round, there is no scraping. They don't make contact with anything. There is no, you'd expect to hear like the sound of rusted hinges, but they just silently open into this like elongated chamber, which is dimly lit from the outside. And what you guys can see down past the like entryway, you see the like glint of light on like steel or polished stone, in the deeper reaches of the cavern.
All right, I'm gonna start taking my bet winnings from when we were able to finish this in 30 minutes. So whoever bet more than 30 minutes, I'll take my money.
How
I
would
want to
Pepper
cut of
say
that. I run the game.
You said
Galfast,
you fucking level.
Galfast would like to do to smell in this chamber and see what's on the nose,
Ooh,
what
it's
hits
on
his
the
palate.
nose. I love that. Just give me a perception check. Smell is a sense. Remind me if you have
Indeed.
any smell based fanciness. Yeah, and I think that as you kind of like stick your head in and take a smell, that in the world of Valmina, magic smells almost the way like ozone tastes, right? That almost like kind of like radiation, metallic, like pennies on the tip of the tongue, like type flavor, right? Like your like mouth and nose are filled with that as you like kind of like poke in here and take a sniff, and like it. I described Cade's tower as having kind of a similar like vibe to it, scent, essence, whatever you want to call it, and this is like that tenfold, right? Like even Galfast as a layman, just by literally sticking his head in and sniffing, can determine that there is like an immense of amount of magical energy that was like poured into this place at one time.
Can I add on a little bit to that? With Kaitar's sense of trained survival and nature, with his expert level of stealth, does he, as he walks in as well, does he sense any?
I'm about to say, I don't think
You
anybody's.
gotta be careful with your step.
I'm assuming that nobody's walked in. It sounded like Galfast was literally leaning in and taking a whiff. So Kaithar, if you're walking into this space, you're the first to do so.
Kaitar's dumb enough to do it, but he's also wary of his instincts.
No, I do appreciate that. Galfast, do you turn to give whatever report to your party that you're going to, and the tip of your nose brushes against Kaithar's elbow as he's just like trudging into the place.
If he dies, he dies.
I know, right? I'll be like, Kaithar, what the fuck you doing, fool?
Kaithar walks in, turns around. Here's Simone. Say, "What the fuck you doing?" Turns around, is like standing 2 or 3 feet, inside the threshold, and you see your party standing outside the door. Simone asking you, "What the fuck you're doing, Kaithar?"
I'm checking for traps.
And been like, you could have just walked through a trap right now, fool.
But clearly, there's no trap. I walked in, nothing happened. No trap.
The trap was it removes your ability to speak in Valminan. Oh wait, never mind. He always talks like that.
It's an intellect trap. Somebody get that
The
brain
orb of
slug off
confusion.
Kaithar. Oh no, it just starved to death.
The orb of confusion.
If I put an orb of confusion on fucking Kaithar, he's gonna speak perfect fucking English.
Two negatives.
He's gonna be sober for the first time ever.
The orb of confusion cracks.
Hurts itself in confusion.
in its confusion. Diddly 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 diddly.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking nerds.
Oh man, I love this. I love how off the rails we fucking get. Yeah, Kaithar is standing inside the threshold of this thing, being like, "I'm checking for traps." And you're like, "You're gonna be in a trap," and he's just like standing there, being like, "Well, obviously there's not."
Simone's gonna take a torch out of his pack and give it to Kaithar and be like, "Throw it down there, fool."
Kaithar grabs it and just chucks it as far as he can.
Yeah, give me an athletics roll, just because that'd be fun. I know you're gonna kill it. Your athletics is killer. I just want to see if you hit the opposite wall or not.
That
Kaithar grabs this torch, rears back, chucks it down the hallway, and what you guys see at first looks like, it looks like a room or a chamber that has an army standing in it.
Shit.
And as the torch bounces off the back wall and like falls and lands down at the distance, it casts these like hugely long shadows of like what are undoubtedly 2, 3, 4 dozen silhouettes, unmoving,
Okay.
flickering only as the fire flickers, dancing, but not of their own accord.
Okay, trap expert, why don't you go take a look at that?
I'm gonna say, wait, hold. I could go invisible and maybe I could go in and try to find the chalice and we could get out of here. Is there like a lock on this door? We could like close it behind us.
Yeah, we'll go to look to see if there's a lock or a way to close the door after open.
There's not an obvious way to close the door, but I think that Simone and Atesk both know that like there's like for the amount of magic that is poured into this place, like this is for you know, lack of a better phrase, like an automatic door. Like it opens, it closes. Like honestly, the problem truly might be unlocking it coming back out, right? Like this is a complete unknown to you guys. You have no idea. But like you look at it, there's not like a latch mechanism. Like this is obviously magically operated and not designed to be like handled at all. So you know, you guys just kind of like look around, and this is the equivalent of like a Walmart door, right? Like, you know, the magical version of that. You're like, nope, we just walk through it and it does what it does.
Is somebody checking our ticket or checking our receipt?
Yeah, making sure you don't steal anything on the way out. Yeah, there's like precious relics and stuff in here, you know, so they want to make sure that you're paying for those before you leave.
They found a Snickers bar up your ass, Kaitha.
Fuck!
Thought I paid for that. How thick is the door?
I don't
2
know,
Cs?
2-3 feet. Yeah.
Two C's.
Hold on. Okay, I have. God, I was going to say. Okay, so I'm worried that the door will close behind me, but I might be able to sneak in there, and I had an idea on how I could get out. What do you? Should I sneak in there? What do you guys think? Is there a better way? I mean, we have a Teske like teleport around or something, right? Teske hasn't done anything today. He hasn't. So maybe he could like teleport around in there, or I don't know.
I don't think I should be using my magic down here.
Oh my God.
Would you ever
We don't
use
know.
your
Does
magic?
magic work in this room now? Does it magically work in this room now?
Well.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Reed.
You should take Kaithar with you, fool, because he's the
Oh,
one that can.
please.
He's the one that can sense the traps. Can you sense traps?
No, but they'll smell him. Is what I'm worried about.
We'll smell Banjo.
What about Banjo?
I said they'll smell Banjo then. He's stinky.
Banjo showers once a week. Give me a break.
What's a week?
Kyther doesn't take his pants off to go pee.
Wow.
Okay, then how
wow.
about that? That's a good point. Then you and Ates go for it, fool.
Okay, well, okay, so hear me out.
Catherine would be the backup.
Okay, so I'm worried that the door will close, but I have the portable hole. You know, the one we've been traveling in.
Oh God.
It's about 6 feet wide, so I could put it down where the door closes, right? So if the door closes, I could still go through the hole and come out the other side. Does that make sense? Because it's wider than the door is.
So you're gonna go
It'd be
under
like-
the door.
Yeah, it's like an emergency.
If you can get the right. Well, I thought once you go in, like, isn't there a chance that it doesn't go?
It's
to
when
the
you
right
open it.
lane?
But I'm pretty good at it now. I can like peek. I can do like a peek when I open it, and I can see which version's coming out.
I love that. Galfast like has it all like folded up, and he just like flops out like a 3x3 inch you know section of it now to like flip through it, and then when he gets it, he like holds it down and spreads the rest out.
Yeah.
I like that.
Damn fool! I didn't know you You got this. Okay, it sounds like you got the fucking plan, fool.
Okay. Okay, so I'll put the hole down underneath the door, and then I can go invisible for a minute. Is anybody coming in with me?
It sounds like Atesk is. Thank you, Atesk.
Well, all right.
Okay, Atesk, I'm gonna be invisible, so I need you to be like, keep your eyes peeled in there. Do you have like a message spell or something? You've done that in the past.
Yeah. I've got a message spell. If I see anything, I'll let you know.
Okay, do you want to cast it on me now? Because you won't be able to see me. I don't know how your magic works.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'll cast it on you right now.
You can hear in your
Cast
head.
message.
You can hear in your head. Hey.
Okay, now I have to cast it on you again. You can't say anything.
Okay, tell me when you cast it. Is this a cantrip or a spell?
It's a cantrip.
Okay, you can hear in your head. Hey. Okay, you ready?
It only works once.
Okay, well, cast it on me.
Okay, I'll cast it on you again. Hey,
Okay,
and then you hear hey, and then you wait,
You
and then
got
you don't
me.
say anything.
You got me.
Now you're gonna start getting like feedback. Hey,
Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Getting spam messages.
Oh man.
Okay, so you'll cast. I'll go invisible, and I guess so. I'll go in first, and then if I need help getting out, or if you see anything, I'll need you. You're not gonna be able to see me, but I do have a flint and steel, and I'll use it on the ground. Like I'll make a spark if need be, but I'll go in front of you.
Okay, I'll sneak around. Be
Yeah,
really sneaky.
I
Should
do
I
have
roll into stealth?
I do have the thing that lets us. Hold on, because I have a stealth assistant thing. Let me see how it's gonna work. With just 2 people. 1 second, let me figure. I haven't used it in a while. Which one is it?
My stealth is plus 17.
Myself is
See,
plus
you're skilled in
19.
moving when you are avoiding noise and your allies are following the expert. You and those allies can roll a single stealth check using the lowest modifier. Okay, well, I guess this doesn't really matter. Actually, it
What's
does.
your
So
modifier?
mine's really high, but it means I won't even roll. It means I don't even have the chance of failing, if that makes sense. So usually, Tyler and I would both roll, and I have a chance of a nat 1, and he has a chance of a nat 1. But instead, only Tyler will roll, and I take Tyler's.
Right, and it becomes an average roll for everybody involved, which in this case is just the 2 of them.
Yes, I think it's still worth it. I also can cover our tracks. I don't know if that's going to matter for this, but one of my feats allows me to cover our tracks while sneaking, both of ours.
Cool. If you guys are going to sneak in, then you can roll a stealth check, absolutely, as you move into that kind of stealthy space. But don't let me stop you. As of now, we have not even crossed the threshold yet. So
I have laid the hole down,
okay,
and I'm ready to cross the threshold. I'll go first.
you lay the hole down, and it comes up like black. It comes up like a regular hole the first time right out the gate, which is awesome. And as you're like going through the space, you go to kind of like step around it and like lose your footing, and you should step in, like your foot up to the ankle or knee like should disappear into the hole as you like kind of like stumble over this thing that you opened, and your foot hits solid ground, and you look and you can pick up the edge of your hole. Like it is currently acting like a piece of black fabric.
Okay, like it's not working correctly.
Right, like it's still there. It's still the thing in your hand, but like it's not opening to anywhere.
And even though I'm not magical, I get the feeling that it's because of where I'm laying it.
I'm about to say you can snap it a couple of times like you normally do to like get different dimensions, but every time you do, it looks like it looks to the party like you're like fucking working a tablecloth. You know what I mean?
any day now.
I'm gonna say, Reed, if the store closes on us, it's on you to hold it open. You and Kythar.
Shit.
Yeah, don't let us die. I mean, you could, but don't.
It sounds like you want
and
to
you
die.
guys
What was
both
it-
gaze up at this door that is 3-4 times your height, made out of some kind of ancient material, and think, yeah, that'll be no problem.
Yeah,
You
if it
got it.
closes, I want you to be squished in it before
Hey, why
you
don't
let it close.
I figured out the first door, so why don't you hurry up and figure out the second door so we don't have to wait for it to squish us?
There's another door.
You guys have no idea if there's
Isn't
another door. There's a torch down there that's flickering in the middle of what looks like a still army, but that's all you can see from here.
All right. I'm going to use invisible on myself, which gives me 1 minute, and I'm going in quickly.
Okay, great. Are you going solo?
He was never seen again.
So, Tess, follow me. Just stay a bit back. But yeah, I'll go in first, and I'll reply to your message whenever I notice anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you should come in too, just in case I need a
I'll just walk
teleportation.
casually, slowly.
Yeah. Leisure.
As you cross the threshold, you guys can both smell the ozone. Tyler, with your magical background, you know that like casting detect magic right now would be the equivalent of staring into the sun. Like just by standing here, you're like, yes, this is not the place. Like this is magical. Every inch of this place is magical. I don't even need to cast detect magic to tell that. Kythar, you watch Galfast disappear. Tesk walks through the threshold, is standing next to you. And what happens next?
I will go in. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you good. You go.
Sorry, are you directing it to the people, to Tyler and I, or to the ones outside of the door?
I'm asking Kythar, who's the only other person who's already in here, who's not part of this plan, what he's doing, watching a task walk past him and you disappear, as presumably the two of you start into the chamber.
Well,
Sorry.
let me just remind my DM.
Yeah.
I have an expert level in stealth, so
Oh man,
can
I don't
just roll?
care.
See if
Yeah.
if
Do
I-
you want to follow him?
That's like, can I just roll higher to see if I actually see them coming in? If like I roll higher than
No. You see him coming in. That's what I'm saying.
You heard
see
us.
They talked about
yeah,
this
yeah.
plan right in front of you. I'm just checking in
Yeah,
with you, man. Like everybody else seems very afraid to walk through this threshold, so I feel very confident they're not going to follow them. But you're already in here, so I figured I'd ask what your character does.
Kythar's dumb enough to follow them.
Okay, great. I love that. Why don't you roll into stealth for me too, then, bud?
Yes, sir.
And did I get stealth rolls out of the other two, you guys?
It is Tyler rolling stealth for both of us.
Great.
Very interesting. You guys, the two of you that are visible, like the party from the door threshold sees everybody sees Kythar and Tesk like receding deeper like into the cavern towards the torch that Kythar threw super deep. And as you can watch, like as their backs are like receding deeper into the chamber, you guys who are in there, start getting down to the back, and like are able to start making out some of these forms. And these are definitely like armed and armored figures, right? Standing in like rows and columns. In a formation on like both sides of this room.
Can Kythar see what the size of these figures are?
They range. As Kythar looks around, there are some that stand as tall as he and Reed, and some that stand only as high as Kythar's waist. And
yeah, I can find them.
And so you guys are kind of like moving through this space here, and as they kind of like hit the back of this entry point, the doors begin to close.
Oh,
Joe, I see your lips moving. We can't hear you.
I guess we gotta go through.
Simone's gonna step through.
Yeah, I'll step through also.
Rowan will step through.
The three of you. step into this
Just-
space? It's an and
just-
go ahead. Read.
Just to humor it, I'm gonna see if like I can stop the if I like I'm assuming they're closing slowly as they opened.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So when I get to the other side, I'm just gonna like grab the frame of the other one to see if I can actually pull it back from stopping. If I can't, I'm just gonna let it go.
You pull with all your might and cannot stop it.
If I can't stop it.
Oh God.
This is a slow process, and Reed straining against this door does like make some noise. Like you guys have an Indiana Jones moment here to decide what you're going to do. So those of you who are inside already, and Invisible Galfast, a Kythar, and a Tesk, don't hear the doors closing. That part is silent. What you can hear is Reed saying, "Oh, I guess we're going in then," and then straining against the door.
Be like, Reed, just go fucking inside, fool.
No, I'm already inside.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed it from I grabbed it from the other side.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, Reed, just let it go, fool.
I did.
Those of you who are deeper in the chamber, are we continuing deeper? Are we stopping in this moment? Are we backpedaling?
Seeing them enter, I would continue on.
I guess we're locked in here now.
Yeah, I'll walk to catch up.
You guys catch up with those who are hanging back, which is a Tesk and Kythar. You know, presumably Galfast is farther ahead, although you guys can't see him anymore. And what you walk into is a like hugely elongated chamber that has these. Now that you're within now that you're face to face with them, right? There is not a doubt in your mind. These are, statues probably is the answer. But there are, like I said, dozens and dozens. There's probably 100 figures in this room, all standing motionless with different armor and weapon styles, as Kythar, pointed out earlier or witnessed earlier, in varying heights and sizes. But they're standing kind of like in rows on either side of this pathway between where you guys are and where that torch landed, like at the kind of like end of the row. And they all stand motionless as you make your way into this chamber.
That's a lot.
I'm
A lot of people.
gonna. How close are we to them?
As close as you want to be. You will have to like walk down this corridor between them to get to
Okay.
where the torch is on the other side. But you have this whole like entryway space before you have to like walk between them. You know what I mean? But especially like Galfast, who's at the front here, he's like this is the view from Galfast's point of view. You know what I mean? He's as close as he can be, looking down the way at the torch that is, dropped on the ground way down here at the end of the stack, in front of like an archway, like an opening. Like it does go deeper. There are more spaces back there. But the only obvious way through this room is down the middle.
Okay. And be like, all right, and I'm gonna start jogging up to him and be like, hold on, putos.
Kythar tries to get away with his stealth from the person trying to get to him. The fuck you doing?
Be like, hold on, fools. And I'm gonna be yelling.
We're trying to catch up.
We're trying to
Kythar tries
catch up.
to the edge of the light.
In order to get to the edge of light, you will have to walk between these guys. Just to be clear.
I hope my stealth is good enough.
You guys, Simone, you're like calling after. Hey, got putos! Wait up, putos! Putos! And you see Kythar's shadow just like recede away from you and like get lost in because keep in mind there's a torch back here, so every one of these statues is casting a huge long shadow back towards you guys, you know what I mean? And Kythar just kind of like disappears into them, obviously just like taking off away from you as you're hollering for everybody to stop.
Are there any like inscriptions or insignias or anything on these on their armor?
Yeah, man.
Or statue?
Read. God, this is where I missed Pathfinder First Edition. This is where I would ask for a history check if that was a skill, but it's not anymore. Let me see.
It'd be lore. It'd be lore.
Oh yeah, give me a lore.
Lore skill.
I forget that's a fucking thing. Give me a lore check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Is that a fucking deal?
Or
Oh no, he
Or,
just
yeah,
you only have the one. You only have the one lore.
Which
That's
is
like
the
your
patron
that's like
deed.
your special skill. Thing.
Um,
I think I will take either. I'm looking at these now. I will take either a society or an occultism roll as you're looking for these
It's the
insignias.
same for both of them for me. I believe it is. Yeah, it's the same. So okay, here you go. Blind.
Ah, thank you for remembering that knowledge checks are blind. You are like looking at the sigils and stuff, and Reed is a soldier. So the most obvious thing that stands out to him is that though this is maybe not a full army, but a platoon amount of guys, people, none of these guys are like, this is not one army, right? Like there's too many different styles and shapes of the weapons and like different like cuts and like forges and maker's marks that were used for these guys. So there's not that. I think that with that role, he can probably also tell that like these armor styles, though varied, they give him the impression of like something like a dress uniform or something that's like ceremonial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
be like, Reed, get your hands off of him. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm not touching them. I'm not. See, look, I'm not touching.
You had your hands
appears
all.
right next
I know,
to
putting
Reed
his hand
and
like in
smacks
front of the visor. I'm not touching him. Look,
Yeah.
see?
Yeah, look.
Kythar appears right next to Reed and smacks him back of the head. No touch.
Where did you come from?
Disappears again. It sounds like, Simone, you might have the attention of everybody else. I'm just kind of making that assumption.
Yeah. That'd be up to everybody else.
I haven't heard from Rowan or Tesk. How are you guys doing?
Rowan's doing good. He's just I guess he would just be kind of like walking around and explaining to them the lichen, the figures he's seeing and what's going on, and just kind of a little like almost mystified by, whoa, this room filled with soldier statue things.
And you're finding that you have to like describe the concept of a soldier to this lichen who's like never fucking like fought in a war or lived in a society, you know what I mean? And so you guys just hear like snippets of whatever that conversation would look like between Rowan and his lichen, as he's not only trying to describe that there are soldiers, but like what a soldier is. A test.
I just want to confirm Galfast is still out there wandering around invisible, right?
As far as I know.
Okay, so a test could have one eye on the space where Galfast could be looking for a spark, and the other on whatever the hell is happening behind him.
Your ears tell you that Simone is part of whatever's happening behind you. And Kythar's voice and the sound of the back of Reed's head being smacked, which is probably familiar to a Tesk at this point. Simone, I believe you have the floor. As you say, hold on, putos!
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, okay, fool, so it looks like the door closed like behind us, so we're kind of all stuck together now.
Oh God.
And as you can tell, I'm not a stealthy guy. So we're gonna have to kind of go through this like, normal. And I'm gonna take out another torch from my bag and light it.
Hey, little guy, it's pretty dark in here. This seems like your element. Why don't you go climb around and see what you see?
And for the first time, little guy actually seems excited about something that you've told him to do. And you just hear him almost like do his version of purring in your ear, and he's like, "Oh, it reminds me of home,"
Yeah.
and like fucking
Wait, is this
skitters
place
off.
familiar to you?
He says it
God
reminds
damn
him
it.
of home, so he doesn't say that it is familiar, but he just kind of like gives a wistful sigh as he like, and you hear the sound of his
Yeah.
little talons skittering off against stone somewhere. As he just kind of scampers, and periodically you look up and see those two pale discs that are his eyes, just like gleaming
On the ceiling.
on the ceiling and walls. Yeah.
That's my boy.
My understanding
I'm gonna try to.
is everybody except Kythar basically is still like has not yet walked down the column. Kythar initially said he wanted to head to like the edge of the torchlight. So then my question for you, Kythar, is with your party seeming to like bunch up at the other at the starting end uh, of the I don't know what to call it, like the honor walk style, the column, right? Like they're at the beginning. You're somewhere in the middle. Are you going to continue down to that torch, or are you going to backtrack to your party?
Kythar is gonna do a Batman surprise and just like show up behind them as they pass him. Back
Cool. Sounds like you're sticking close, which is fine. And you're more than welcome to do this inside outside of stealth thing. Love it for the role play. I just want to have like an idea of whether or not they're going to see your silhouette at the end, or whether you're going to be floating around with them. So
No, I'm just gonna appear behind him and scare the shit out of him. Hopefully.
Galfast, your minute, you're most of the way through your minute, and you probably have an internal timer that's telling you this. Where have you been this whole time, man? What are you doing?
Yeah, Galfast would have done what he originally said. So as soon as he cast an invisible, he went as fast as possible to the end. He's trying to gather as much information. So while they're all grouping, I would have made it either most of the way or however far. I would have just tried to make it to the end. And in one hand, I have my grappling hook just in case.
Cool.
I have that out.
Love the preparation there. Flint in one hand, grappling hook in the other, and yeah, I think in that minute, Galfast, this is a pretty long chamber, but you're not being forced to like. I guess you are sneaking, so you're moving slower.
I move at full speed.
You move
I
full
move
speed.
at full speed.
Perfect. Love that. Love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, then you're able to pretty quickly scamper like all the way down to like basically like you pass the torch and you're on the other side of it in at the far end of the room after passing 30 suits of armor on either side of you on the way down. And you get there. If you were to kind of like glance into the next room, I don't know that there'd be a lot that you could see around the corner. But the smell that you get, because you sniffed that first room, so we're going to keep on theme here, is probably the smell of like musty paper, moldy paper. Maybe is the like scent that kind of comes out from wafting around this dark corner here at the end. But if is your goal to like get back to the party before your invisibility runs out, or you know what I mean? Like, what's your game plan?
Looking back and seeing them kind of stumble around and Kythar playing, surprise everyone, I think I would continue on. I do have greater dark vision,
Okay.
so I do see okay. But yeah, I would continue on.
Cool. Yeah, the visibility thing is more of a bend in the walkway than a
Gotcha.
can't see from a dark kind of thing. But I will say that that you can walk down there, kind of snake around the bend, and peek your eyes around. Give me a perception roll if you would, please, here. As you're just like doing this very quickly, knowing that you're like down to seconds on your invisibility kind of thing. Okay. Galfast, you see some books.
books.
See some books.
What's up with all these books?
What kind of room am I in?
But I say, I'm going to say that you only get a glance of this space. You can stay longer and get a better look, and I'll describe more to you. But your invisibility is wearing off.
And I'm in a hallway between the room with the soldiers,
room with the armor, and the room with the books. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm okay with my invisibility wearing off. I think I'm gonna do the smuggler's trick of I'm gonna pull out my blade, and I'm gonna use it like as a reflective to see in the other room. Like a
cool.
mirror.
Cool. I do like that. As you do so, you hold your knife out, and you're able to see something that reminds you of like this space. The space you just came through is obviously like a great hall style room, large, empty, designed to house lots of people. Something that might be in like a king's court, right? This is obviously like a storage space of some kind. You see like rows of like stacked like barrels, some crates. You see something that that is like undeniably your attention is snaps to. There's like display cases in here, the kinds of things you usually put valuables, like the kinds of glass you usually put valuables behind. You see some of that here. But there is also silhouettes of a very like familiar forms as well, walking up and down these halls, and moving, unlike the statues. They are they are something that you've seen before. They are something that you've fought before, which is how you can identify them even through the like reflection of this blade. There are like skeletal knights here. The same things that you fought with the extendo lances on the backs of whatever fucking animals they were flying. I don't even remember what they were mounted on. The three-headed beasts. There's some of those like in this hallway, and there's another, and you hear the sound of like chains rattling as well from the hallway, and the sound of somebody maybe reading out loud. It's kind of a muttering, so it's hard to make out, especially in this large space.
Okay, I'll reply to the message that I know I have lingering.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say, Tesk, have them keep it down. Skeleton knights in this room, walking around.
Tusk will like look up and turn around and go to the party. He's like, hey, everybody, be quiet.
Oh shit! Hey, Tess, what's up?
Quiet. Shh. Galfast found some skeleton knights down the hallway. He says we're agitating them. Just be quiet. Just be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if we're agitating them, fool. Why don't we just kill them?
Well, just keep it down till Galfast gets back. Then we can figure out what to do.
Galfast. We're listening to Galfast now?
He's risking his life.
We're all risking our lives here, puto.
Yeah, but he's extra risking. Risk +1.
Risk plus. Okay, alright, fool, whatever. That's fine. If someone else wants to take the lead, that's fine.
Yeah. Galfast said, I'm going to lead the party now, and, then he just left.
He did that. He said that.
Yeah, he did. He said, I take all responsibility.
That doesn't sound like something Galfast would say.
That doesn't sound
Oh, you're right. He didn't say that. He did say that.
That sounds like a lie.
Okay, but we gotta be quiet.
No rolls needed. Everybody just squints and goes, "That's not right."
Whenever, because little guy has been like periodically like looking back, right?
Yeah, he's like scampering around. Yeah, he's making eye contact with you.
I'm gonna look for his eyes and like wave him over next time.
Okay, so he'll retreat back to you, making it a point to kind of like not go through the like he's like on the walls and the ceiling and stuff, but he makes it a point to like spider along the outside of the wall to come back to you. And
Right,
yeah,
right.
and does, and comes back into your pouch. Is very happy to be back. He says, "I want
Need
to
eyes on the
explore
bad
this
guy.
place. I want to explore this place. This is fun. I like it here."
Great, explore it. We need to know where the bad guys are, and we're looking for a chalice.
He's like, "You get it." And he scampers off, and then he comes.
Don't
and
get
then,
caught!
And then he comes back. He's like, real quick. What's a chalice?
It's like a cup, but this will be a very, very, very special cup.
Like, okay.
Don't touch it.
Okay, he
So it's
means
not-
it's got like a tall, like a little cup on top, a little like stick on the bottom, and a little wide base. It's not just like a coffee cup.
You confused him.
I don't think he's
Okay.
ever seen a
And he scampers off.
God damn it.
Oh man.
Okay, he's not coming back with the right thing for
Yeah,
sure.
he's not. I hope he doesn't come back, fool. That was a great idea to get rid of him.
Hey, he likes it here. It wouldn't be the worst thing.
He hates it. I hate it here.
Oh, man.
And then he's like, okay, let's try to catch up to fucking Galfast so he can tell us what to do. This puto, we're all listening to Galfast now.
Oh, so you agree that Galfast is the leader then?
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, totally fine with me.
Okay.
And I am going back to meet them, so.
Yeah, and you guys can see Galfast coming, emerging from the other side. Are you going to pick up this torch that's on the ground by chance, Galfast? Now that you're visible, the one that
chance.
Kythar threw.
No.
Then in that torchlight, you guys can see Galfast's form emerging, much too stout to be a skeletal knight that maybe some of you were expecting before you see the familiar shape of your friend instead, as he makes his way back down the armored figures towards you guys.
Oh shit, fool! You look like a skeletal knight.
Ah! If I was a skeleton knight, you'd already be dead.
Oh, my marrow, fool! I could kick.
So yeah, there was. How many did I see again?
What are we doing, leader?
How many did you see?
Leader? What are we talking about?
I'm about to say at least two.
At least two, and then a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. HS said you're the leader.
Oh, is that right, Atesk?
It's really a situation that got out of hand. I was just trying to tell them to be quiet. Simone, escalated like he does, and now we're here.
See, this is what you do. This is exactly what you do, HS.
Hey.
Keep it down.
Hey.
No.
Okay.
You're
Atesk,
pushing the blame, and it's starting to piss me off. All right.
Like how we're
Desk,
whispering. We're having whispered conversations.
And another thing. A task. When you're leading a meeting and you let your subordinates get out of hand, okay, that's not ideal. We're gonna need to put you on a performance improvement plan.
Belfast, what
I
the
don't know
fuck are you
kind of
saying?
improvement we could get, but we could try.
Okay, and as the leader, I think it's a good time to discuss. I've done this in the past, and I usually take a certain salary. So yeah, I'm happy to be the leader, but is this a good time to talk about that?
Who's your number two?
Who wants to be the assistant to the leader?
Guy there from the shadows. No.
Okay, so
Okay,
Listen.
you get your salary once you prove your worth, fool. Think of this as your interview.
is that my interview? Look, I'm still exploring options. I have numerous offers. Okay, this may just be you may only be interviewing me, but for me, there's multiple parties. I have letters coming in.
I'm interviewing you.
No, I'm going to pull the desk back to my side. I'm asking the questions. What are your retirement benefits? What are your retirement benefits?
You get 4 acres and a mule.
Can I work from home? Okay, so I'm going to say, I saw there were 2 skeletal knights at least. And then I heard some, Do you know how when Ataska's reading a book and he's like murmuring to himself? I heard some of that too.
Yes, yeah.
Like he's doing right now.
Like a
Yeah.
magus.
Want to be here?
Yeah, well, exactly. The mumbling, the negative mumbling.
Yeah.
I heard a magus reading a book in there. So there's at least 3. I don't know. We could like ambush them or sneak past. I can sneak past. That's not a problem for me. But
Is there like a doorway?
As Kythar burps.
Is there a doorway?
what do you mean a doorway?
Like could everybody like hide on either side of the doorway, and then like we make a big noise and they all come rushing through, and then we get them.
Then we yell surprise.
Like and I'll flip through one of my notes and go. Oh, I forgot the name of the technique that we gave this one. Did we give this one a name? I can't remember.
Oh, God,
what is it?
our
What is it?
plans?
The leader needs to name it.
I said that was like characters ago. That was like a plan you made with Cabal or something, or Monzo. That was a Monzo plan. What we could do is we could take the armor from the knights in here, the stone knights. We could wear the armor. Go ahead. Oh, Simone, you wanted to say something? Sorry.
Yeah, you're right.
Always like to hear ideas from my employees.
You're taking a long time to deal with this.
Oh, we have
What
time.
What if we just kill him?
They haven't noticed us. That's an option. That is an option.
Wear the armor. Okay. Wear the armor? Okay, I'm gonna act like a subordinate, and I'm just gonna grab a helmet off one of the armor stands.
You reach over to pull the pull the armor off, and as soon as you like put both hands on the like side of the head, it turns towards you. Shink!
Oh, you fucking did
This
it.
is what we call acting out of line without thinking.
What now, leader? Okay.
Immediate repercussions for your stupidity.
Just let go. Just let go. That's what you're gonna do.
We were still in the idea phase, not in the action phase of the PowerPoint that I had up on the screen. Simone.
This is a terrible plan. As the leader, you know that you need to take responsibility for the people who work under you.
I say,
I'm
nope, you're
imagining this
fired.
conversation with Simone still having both hands on this helmet.
I have not taken my hands off the helmet.
I'm gonna say, okay, for the rest of us, we're gonna leave Simone behind and we're gonna continue on. He's stuck here. Everyone say your goodbyes.
How fast leadership style, cut and run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt to take my hands off of it.
You pull your hands off of it, and your hands come off of it, but the like orientation of the head does not change. It is still like quote unquote looking at you.
Does it
I'm
move
gonna
if you
move back
move?
and forth to see if it. Yeah.
You move back and forth, and it does not appear to like track you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go behind it, and then I'm gonna tap its shoulder on the opposite side. Yeah, I was on.
There
Oh my
are
God.
like these guys are there are guys like standing behind these guys as well. So in order to do that, you're gonna have to put yourself like between two of these guys. Just want to make sure that's clear.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah.
Okay, great. You get up there and you tap him on the shoulder, and when you tap him on the shoulder, all 4 of the adjacent armor knights turn their heads towards you. The one like, basically, I'm gonna go deeper so that if this is the guy on the end, right? He turns his head, and then the guy behind both of these guys also turn their heads towards you.
Do they look at Simone, or do they look at where he made the noise?
Behind visored eyes, impossible to tell.
I suppose it's true. Hey, maybe we stop touching them. I don't think they like it.
I'm just going off by what the leader said. You talk to him.
Here's an idea. Let's just fucking kill them.
Next, Simone, go back and open the door that closed on us. That was my original command, if you remember.
Command?
A suggestion.
They're already dead anyway. We just have to kill them again.
Okay, so Galfast will walk back to the hallway where I saw the Skeletonites in the reflection. I'd like to go back there, and I'm trying to get an idea of where they're patrolling, or if they're pacing or anything,
Yeah.
or if there's any.
No, I get that. You're gonna actually spend some time like watching for behaviors and routes and stuff.
Yeah, are they like meandering around, or are they like on
yeah.
patrol? Yeah.
I got that. I want to know what everybody else is doing because that'll take time.
I am waiting to hear back the position of the Skeleton Knights, and then what do I see with the? Do I still get the like migraine with the helmet on in here?
You put the helmet on in here, and your vision doesn't change.
Oh, I see exactly what's in here. Wow. Do I have a headache?
Nope.
I'll just leave this on then.
Cool.
This room looks the same. This is new.
Hmm.
Never.
Oh shit! No, this is not new. That's the whole idea, fool.
This is a new experience.
Isn't the idea though is that the helmet, you know,
Looks
only
into the
shows you
past.
Yeah, and
But
if
what
this
if-
room hasn't changed, that means this hasn't changed since the past or whatever. See, this is why you guys keep me around.
Or what if this room doesn't exist on any timeline? It's neither past nor present.
It's future?
Yeah, are we living in the future?
It's the no. It's all time. There isn't time doesn't exist. What if time doesn't exist here?
Oh, what time is it then?
It doesn't matter because it doesn't exist.
Looking down at my pocket watch.
I was never good at space math.
Space math.
As soon as time traveling starts
I will
happening in
say
books,
this.
guess
I
I'm
will
gonna
say
check
this.
out.
Reed. It dawns on you as you're having this conversation with a Tesk through the mask that you can see a Tesk through the mask.
Oh.
And the rest of you.
Yeah, dude, I can also see you. Time doesn't exist here. What the hell?
Or we're in the past.
Or we're in the past. Whatever floats your boat.
Galfast, you just hear like a low murmuring of a whispered conversation happening in the room behind you as you're like trying to do some business up here. Probably rolling your eyes at the pieces of conversation that you hear drifting
Man.
through the hall.
It is so nice to sit in the back seat. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much.
Reed is on the brink of discovering Newtonian physics.
I'm gonna be like, Rowan, what we're talking about? Like, what do you think?
Oh, well, I don't know. We should probably make sure there's no more of those skeletons before we press on. But or we could just take them out.
Well, do you think we're in the past, or do you think there's no time here?
Oh, wait. What do you mean by time?
You know how it goes from like morning to night?
Oh, well, we're in a room,
Uh-huh.
so there's no sun.
But the but even when you're in a house, does the sun still exist? Oh God. Someone's ready to have an existential crisis.
Wait, stuff happens other than what's going on right here?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know. Does
Well, I would
Valmeda
say that
exist? Does?
since there's no sun in here, I think there is no time.
That's a good point. And then I'm gonna be like, Reed, with your helmet on, can you look inside the armor to see if like These putos look any different?
Uh, yeah. I'm whichever one has the because you said they're it's like a hodgepodge of armor sets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find whichever armor set seems to have the largest opening and then try to peer into it.
You come, look, peer into it, and see only the dark inside of a helmet.
It's empty, dark. Have you tried holding a
Uh, Atas, can you is uh is this all magical?
Yes.
You didn't even look like you looked.
Everything is magical. I have no way of telling if anything else is more magical than anything else in here.
But you didn't even try though.
I can't. Like, it's so overwhelmingly magical in here. I have no idea. Yes, all I can say is, yeah, it's magical. Kythar looks magical to me right now. I can't distinguish the void that is Kythar from all the other ambient magic.
No, that's just because he took a bath yesterday.
Oh my god. Because I think you guys could vamp forever, I'm gonna switch to Galfast. And say that Galfast, your like time spent out there, like a check matters a little bit less if you're willing to like spend the time to make up the difference. Is kind of how I see it. Like a perception check is like, oh, I'm getting a glance. How much can I take in all at once, right? But if you're like hanging out in the hallway and you're like fucking, peering around and using your little blade and doing all the stuff, they are like moving very slowly. These skeletal knights. There's never more than 2 or 3 in your field of view at a time, but you do get a sense that there's more than that of them in here because they'll like disappear and come back. And Galfast, is like noticing like chips in the armor, or like colorations of like cracks and bloodstains in the bones and things, and and is able to identify that there are definitely more than just the 2 or 3 that he can see at once, but nowhere near this like army in there, right? I will say this, that you're also able to catch maybe like flashes of a figure that it's kind of one of those things. If there's like rows of bookshelves, right, from your perspective, and you're in this like archway, right, this doorway here, something that was deep into the room, you wouldn't be able to see as well. So like projecting out from the side of this, you see just like, the semicircle that is the side of a head, but it's a robed head, right? But you can tell this is where that sound of chains is emanating from, because you can see this like these shackles essentially that are also the source of the like mumbling, right? And like, where, to use your words, Galfast, you described like, there's likely a magi in there. Like, this guy definitely would, like, from the side profile, just the glimpses you can get of him, definitely fit that bill. Um, but I think that you also can tell that this is not like a human figure, right? Like, this is something else that's in here. This is not human. It's not an elf. This is like, like what the way that the cloak moves, and like where you should catch like glimpses of a face, you don't, and things are like any detail that you might like hold on to describe somebody, just kind of like fades away as you try to take it in. But you do see a giant, almost like Atlas size, tome, and can hear the sound of, and see, just dark yellow stained pages being like slowly flipped through, through like you can't even see the fingers, right? Like it's just a big sleeve that's at the end, moving these pages through. And as far as the like patrols go, there are breaks, and you could probably like depending on because you can't see the whole room, right? Like it's an L-shaped room, and at some point it kicks around and goes a different direction, and like from here you can't see what's around that corner, right? But like this hallway, this main thoroughway, you could get a couple people through. You couldn't go all at once. There's no way to get the whole party through there at once. But staggered, yeah, you might be able to sneak some guys through here.
Okay, and by sneak some guys through there, could we get close-ish to the mage in between the guards? Like you said, sneak them through, and there's the mage, at his his study there. Could we get close-ish to that mage?
Yeah, absolutely. He might
Okay.
kind of in the same way that you could see the side of his face. Like there'd be the opportunity for him to catch you out of his peripheral vision, kind of thing. Like there's no completely hidden way to get through this door. But yeah, I mean, you could jump through this door, hide behind the nearest bookshelf, and just kind of like bookshelf hop to get as close to him as possible. That seems like something that would seem very feasible to Galfast.
Okay, I'll go back with everyone talking about if time is real.
I'm about to say, yeah, you get back and they're like debating on whether or not time is real, and you come back and Rowan's talking about like, but we're inside, and you know what I mean. And Simone seems like he's totally spinning out from having an existential crisis. Reed is just like pointing at. He's like wearing the mask, which usually blinds him to the party, and he's just like pointing at party members, being like, "And Galfast, I can see you. And Kythar, I can see you." As they're just like fucking dicking around back here.
I'm gonna do what I've seen Simone do before, and I'm gonna like snap right in his face. I'm gonna say, "Simone, come back, come back, come back."
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna say, two things you can see, two things you can feel, two things you can. Isn't that what people say to calm down? You have to ground yourself.
Do they say that?
Okay. So there are skeletal guards walking around in there, and there's there's a magus as well. I have two ideas, and tell me if you guys have any thoughts. We can either send a Tesk in first in his college robes. He's been mistaken numerous times for being from the college, and it's always gotten us into trouble. But maybe if he could sell it, maybe it could be to our advantage for once, because they could think, just like all of our allies is mistaken for an enemy, maybe our enemies would mistake him for an ally. So that's one idea. Or we could sneak to the end of the hall in between the guards, when the skeletal guards are on the other side, and we could get like an opening few shots on the mage, and maybe get a lucky arrow or a fireball off. What do you guys think? There's a lot of bookshelves in there.
You could start a fucking fire though, right?
What?
You could start a fire.
With the bookshelves, if we're attacking this guy. Like a fireball in a library, you're just asking for trouble.
Oh, fuck books.
What?
Hell, some people in our party don't even know how to read.
I was about to say, Tess probably starts crying on the spot.
This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of leader that you elected.
If I were in charge, we would.
You like burning books now?
I'm gonna say, read my lips, burn the books.
Fahrenheit 451. Have you guys heard of it?
It's a pleasure to burn.
I mean, what's the point of trying to convince him that a Tesk is an ally?
I don't know. Then maybe we could get close enough.
Let's just go kill him.
Okay, that's usually what we choose. I just wanted to make sure there's other options out there that don't always
I don't
end in a
think this
fight.
guy's a great guy anyway. If he's been trapped up here forever,
Well,
probably
I never said he
reasonable.
was a good guy. I'm just saying, it's a secret weapon, right? They think that Itasca's from the college.
And then we'd be like, "Gotcha! We're gonna kill you
We could do,
anyway."
yeah, we could do the, whenever there's a play going on that's like, 14 plus or 18 plus or whatever the custom is, and we could all hide in his trench coat, then we could come out, leap out, Trojan horse style. Back me up here, Itask.
Simone, what do you think? Should we just go kill this guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's kill him.
Okay.
I think that's what we're gonna have to do anyway if you send me out there. So I may as well just skip that step.
I'm going to say, Itask, I think you have real leadership opportunity, but you really need to step up and show.
A task is
Take the reins. I'm trying to groom you, Itask,
You.
for leadership.
No,
Hey, Simone.
Galfast is grooming.
So I would appreciate it if you were the leader again.
We haven't even discussed my salary.
You don't get it anymore.
What about a golden parachute? Back pay? Severance?
Get me out of here. What do you need me to do?
I'm going to say, okay, so there's a gap in the guards. We could pop out and attack the mage when there's a gap. That's plan A.
I wonder if he already knows we're here.
You know,
He's like, I've been a fireball.
gonna pause the cutscene to cast your spell.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, yeah. Let's do that then, fool. Let's
attack him. Wow.
Wait for the gap in the guards, and then, unless Atesk, are you willing to be right there, fool?
Be where? Where do you want me to be?
I said, are you willing to be right in the splash zone?
I
If you're
guess.
gonna try to convince them.
I'm about to say, you don't have to go give him
yeah.
a hug, man. I mean,
But conversationally, though, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Sure. If you all have my back, I guess. I'll try. Yeah, I can be good with words.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
Let's try that then, puto.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Do I just walk up and say hi?
The plan is
Well,
for you to-
I'm trying to think because we would need to get our melee people close enough. Maybe you could like lure him to the hallway. I mean, what do you guys think?
Oh, that'd be a good idea. How about you lure him back, fool?
Okay, I'll say a magical experiment went wrong and I need his help, and then I'll run away.
And you're from the college.
Right, and I'm from the college.
The college sent you, right? You're in the college robes.
The college. Did they send me? Is that my backstory? Was I sent here? Was that?
Yeah.
I was sent?
Yes. Actually,
Okay,
you
well-
should walk up. You should walk up and act like you run the place.
Oh. You
Okay,
think that'll work?
Who's a high up from the college? Who sent you, Mr.
Yeah. Oh, he should no. He should know this. He's from the college. Say one of the higher up names. Puto.
yeah, make up a name on the
Actually,
spot,
give me
Tyler. Come up with a name right now.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know an
It really
NPC's
didn't-
name.
It really didn't, let me talk to the higher ups there. They kind of kept,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was only there
Don't
for
really
60 years, He didn't
So
learn
he
anybody's
did- he
name.
So you didn't know anybody, like who your like headmaster was or anything?
I mean, they may have told me, but let me see if I can remember. It would have been like Archmagus. I think it starts with an F.
Archmagus.
Maybe like fiddle, foible, fodle, We'll go with Fodl. Fodl sounds
I think
good.
I think this is a very important, it's a critical part of the plan.
Yeah. This is.
I know.
If anything,
Galfast's
it's just-
confidence drops hearing a Tesk not be able to recall his own headmaster's name.
Oh no! I'm like looking through my notes. Did we ever talk about a test? Doesn't talk about his backstory at all.
Does the test get a hero point for that?
Yeah, it does get a hero point for that, for a specific part of his backstory. Arch Magus Fodl, he does earn a hero point for, so please make sure you include that.
Okay, so you're here from the college. Archmagus Fodl sent you,
Okay.
and the mage needs to come alone without the skeleton troops into the foyer where we will assassinate him. Is that the? And if it goes bad, we could just assassinate all of them, right? Is that the plan?
That's the plan.
So it really doesn't matter how I do. Oh, thank God. That's a lot of pressure off.
It's very important that you lure him alone, though.
Well, or we'll just kill them all. I mean, that's what I heard. Okay, yeah, I got it. I'm here. It was an accident. Need his help. Archmagus Fodl. Let's go. Is everybody ready?
I think we're ready.
Ready.
Then,
cool.
because we're going to be wrapping up this session here, we will. Here's what I will say. It sounds like your guys' plan is to, like, wait at the hallway on the opposite end of this room send a test through, and then kind of like, plan to either spring into action into that room to help a Tesk if he needs you, or spring into action on the Magi if he comes back through the hallway into this room. Is that an accurate assessment of your plan?
Yes, I love it.
Okay, great. Then as you guys head, down that way, Galfast, of course, having already been here, Kythar having been 2/3 of the way down this point, you guys continue, through here, and as you make it through the through like the statues essentially, and you guys are standing on the other end, all eyes are on a Tesk as you guys are getting ready to send him through. Galfast is like running him through the plan one more time. Okay, so you're here. The college sent you. Arch Magi, and he like looks at his notes. Fodl sent from the college sent you, and a Tesk is nodding in response, and whoever is your rear guard, I didn't ask for marching order this time. I guess I should have been. Usually it's Kythar, whoever's at the kind of like back of this party. As you make it through the like column of soldiers, and you guys are all kind of like collected out, on this side of the hallway, getting ready to send a Tesk through. You guys hear the sound of every soldier taking one step, rotating 90 degrees, and pivoting. And when you look over your shoulder, the column of space between you is gone. They have filled that space, stepped forward, and every soldier has rotated to face the doorway, the hallway that you guys are about to pass through. No further motion is taken. 1 beat, 2 beat, 3 beats of silence. The murmuring of a Magi muttering perhaps magic words in the adjacent room. And the next week you guys will find out what else happens.
Oh, okay.
Cool. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, trying to, especially for our man in a different time zone, trying to not keep him too late.
Thank you.
So that's it. I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks for playing. Thanks for hanging out till after 10. I know it's a late session, and I'm so excited that you guys are here. Finally. Cool. And I will catch you guys next week.
See ya.
Cool. Later.
Night, guys.
Night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Okie doke. Let's take a look here. I'm going to make the assumption that I'm the only viewer here. If I happen to have another viewer, you're great. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you again next week. Later.